Hopefully all of you guys are having a great holiday weekend so far. It is morning here when we're doing this live. We got 3 coaching sessions for today with 3 different individuals who have signed up in the Discord. These sessions are free. Today is not a sponsored stream. We're just doing it because we're hoping just to have some good vibes and hopefully be able to teach peeps. Just so you want to understand what the coaching format looks like for today. As we get started, we do 1v1s. I do 5 1v1s to self-assess decision making right off the rip, whether it's confidence, whether it's how they push, how they wide swing, all that fun stuff. And then right afterwards, what we do is we start breaking down either through different exercises of 1v1s and we go in game. The goal is to highlight things that you can improve upon. It doesn't mean you're instantly going to make improvement or progress. And this is my belief when it comes to coaching, is that you learn through others, and then once you know what you need to fix, then you can make improvements. But this is why I don't do a lot of coaching sessions, is as well as that I really believe if somebody can point you in the right direction, then you're pretty much set where you need to go from there for at least a little bit. It's like, when you start working out, somebody says do these routines, and then after a couple of weeks, maybe like a couple of days, depending on your caliber, whether you're advanced or not, then you start to make adjustments and make progress. So that's the goal. We may not see immediate progress, but at least we know what we need to work on, and that's the goal. Or highlight what somebody needs to practice on. Sometimes people see immediate progress, sometimes they don't. It just really depends. And sometimes I get messages from people who didn't see immediate progress, and a week later, they're all good to go. So now what we're going to do, let's go ahead and call Duke real quick, and let's get started. I'm calling him. And we get good to go here. I know he already started grabbing everything he needed. Let's see if he's here. He's in gamer here with me. Hopefully he tabs out and sees. But good morning, everyone. Remember, I'm going to do my best to respond to chat when we're coaching. Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm good, and you?
Doing very well. All right, let's knock this out, man. Let's work on some 1v1s. I'm gonna be honest, I am not warmed up at all, but that's not a bad thing. It means hopefully you can kick my butt, and then I can figure out why maybe I can do some improvement myself. So hopefully you'll absolutely decimate me. It doesn't matter if you win or lose in these 1v1s. The whole purpose is self-assessment, and I can always self-assess what's going on. Maybe I'll be cracked out of my mind at the very start without even touching the mouse for today. We'll see how it goes. All right, around the little box, we're going to do 5 1v1s right off the rip. I need to warm up. So this is my little warm up. At the same time, I'm going to be assessing what you can work on too. Okay, all right. Make sure my hands aren't too cold. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Contact.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Shit. Sorry.
Hey, you're good. You're good. All right, 4 more. I'm gonna try something different. Each time I'm gonna do something different, and the whole purpose is to throw you off. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 3 more.
Hi,
Anita. What's going on? Smoko, good to see you. 3 more. Don't worry, I got stuff for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
No. Okay.
2 more.
Okay.
Contact.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Taking shots.
Okay.
1 more.
That was bad. Jesus.
No. There's a lot you can improve upon. Trust me. This is all good, all positive. And all you got to do, whenever I talk about these 1v1s, guys, there's a reason why we do them on 1v1s. You got to think small, and then you got to branch out into the way Battle Royale actually plays out, okay? But if I can get you to think small about your adjustments, then you can start to apply them in a more real-world setting,
Mm-hmm.
That's the magic. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I can hit my shots today. Okay,
I
let's
haven't hit a single wingman shot. Okay.
You're good. You're good. All right. Are you on controller?
Nah.
You're not on controller. Okay. I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought you were on controller. Go back here again. Go back here. Let me see what
Maybe
your
loot
sense is
here.
at. I'm gonna fly over your head. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. You're on a low sense. That's why. What do you? What sense?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess probably. Let me pull up like a calculator. See what your sense is at. There's nothing wrong with any sort of sensitivity as long as you maximize on what your strengths and weaknesses are. I never tell anybody to use a certain sensitivity until I coach them for a while. So like during the coaching session, I'm not going to tell you to change your sense. There's no reason to make you completely uncomfortable and change your sensitivity. So please do not change it during the setting.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to guess at least where you're at. One second, let me log into my little calculator here. I use like a website that I've been a part of for a long time to just convert stuff. Let's see here. I'm gonna guess you're probably around 44 centimeters, or maybe like, I don't know what 44 centimeters translates to. What's your sense? I can put it in.
My sense, in game or
In game.
it's right now. I'm actually at 3.3.
3.3. DPI.
Yeah. Yeah. DPI is 1,000. I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's a little fast, huh? You gotta work on that. What's going on with your desk? Because it looks like you're tracking me a little slowly.
It's a small desk that's like I'm kind of like on a higher sense in game,
Okay.
so I can be
So
able
if I
to-
do this, like even if you anticipate it, ready? I need you to track me in the air, okay?
Yeah.
It takes you a second. Is your arm hitting anything? What's going on when you do that?
So technically, my hand is like placed like in a weird position, so it's kind of like at the edge of the desk, because of like
Okay.
since
This is the
desk
first thing. I'm not gonna have you
small.
change your sense, but you gotta like. Is there any way you can clear off any of the desk or create like an open space? Anything? If not, then it's something for a little later. But with that sensitivity, I mean, you gotta be able to at least move and track me while I'm in the air, and like without having, because I can tell you're lifting and you're moving it, you know.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing to lift. You can lift and and then track somebody. You can make micro lifts. I mean that is a technique that people use. But I want you to be able to. I don't want you to hurt your hand either. Some people have an issue with lifting a lot. Some people don't. I don't know. But nonetheless, I need you to be able to track me successfully and don't put your hand in a weird spot. If I hear the words "a weird spot," that usually means if you do it for an extended period of time, it feels uncomfortable. Is that true? You feel uncomfortable when you play like that? Then you got to change it somehow. You got to have like a flat surface. You got to sit properly, first and foremost. If you don't, that's literally the biggest thing that's going to hinder you when it comes to at least aiming. It's not going to like improve your positioning or anything, but like in terms of your aiming, that's what's going to impact you the most.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So are you able to make an adjustment right now or no?
Currently no.
Okay. All right. So one thing I'd recommend is it's a technique where you lift your mouse consistently. Like if you were to lift it, it's like making micro adjustments with your mouse while lifting, and it's very your aim is very stuttery. So I'm gonna want you to fly over my head, and in game you'll be able to see what I'm doing after the fact, because this VOD's gonna be available to you and everybody. So jump over my head. I'm gonna show you what like a little liftoff distance is like. It's a dramatic version of it, but essentially it's like micro tracking. You see how my body was like stuttering, right?
Yeah.
You have to lift your mouse a lot to be able to do that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a good. I'm gonna fly over your head again. Now, if it hurts, do not do it. But just for today, I would like for you to understand just the concept of being able to track me while I'm in the air. You know I'm coming this way, so you should be able to track me or at least know where I'm going. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Little better. Is better. That's better.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I have in terms of your positioning is anticipation and knowing where I'm coming from. A lot of your movement, you have to be a lot more deliberate when you're in your 1v1s, especially even in Apex Legends. So if I see you hesitating and making the mistakes of running away, let's say like here's an example. Let's say you're right here,
Contact with target.
and then you take a shot. You turn your back. What happens when you turn your back like this? As I run away.
I'm giving you 3 shots.
Exactly. This is what you did again. Come over here. So I held this angle waiting for you to peek because I knew you were going to do it. I shot you when you were about right here. So this spot.
Yeah.
There's ways I was baiting you. So I shot you like this, and then start to run away. Still hit you. See? You pretty much give me free shots, and your back is still turned right now. And if you're uncomfortable with your sensitivity, now imagine you have to turn and then shoot me again while I'm chasing you. Like, just run that way, and then turn around. And then it's a little bit too late. You're going to run into problems. So you have to anticipate what's going to happen and like if somebody's going to be around a corner or not. You're playing a battle royale game. If you can't anticipate what's going around a box, then you're going to struggle when it comes to a BR, right? You could be out the open right now, and then somebody could be right here. 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 You know, there's a million spots people can be at, and you have to anticipate the worst case scenario. I almost say like as if you're being a little bit paranoid, but you're thinking like 2 steps ahead. I say it's like playing chess. When you play chess, you don't necessarily think about the first move. You think about 6 or 7 moves in advance. That's what a pro does. So I would say the better player you are, the more you're thinking in advance, like where you should go, what you should do, you know? All right, so 1v1 again, keep that in mind, and I want to see what you do with that feedback. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Close.
Better. So now that you're making decisions and you're actually hugging geometry and you're keeping your hitbox relatively small, you got to remember not to give me full control. Now that's hard to do, right? Because that means you have to work the box. So I want you to see how would you, without shooting right now, how would you work the box, minimizing your hitbox to move around?
So
go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Just work that box.
Yeah.
There you go. See, you know how to do it. I figured you did.
Yeah.
So you got to do that always in the moment, even when you're in a battle royale. So if this is you in a stressful situation, imagine if you were, what's the highest rank you've ever hit?
Gold.
So imagine I put you in a diamond lobby. You're going to tense up. You know, you're going to freak out a little bit. Like everyone does. Like if you're outside of your element or a rank you've never been a part of before, then you're going to feel a little uncomfortable. So think of like what the worst case scenario feels like. Let's say I put a silver player in a master lobby. They're going to freeze. You don't need to freeze. Make mistakes. Try not to freeze up and try to move around as best as you can, okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do again, I want you to have some free movement. I'm going to literally say pause, and I'm going to pause you whenever your movement or your positioning you're just exposing too much positioning, okay?
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1,
Contact
go.
with target.
No, it's good. If you're gonna challenge, go for it. If you plan on challenging and going for a hike, you go for it. Don't back down from stuff. Like what happens? Okay, this is what happens in a battle royale. Let's say you're like, are they there? And what happens whenever they go up? Ready? What happens here? Ready? You go up. Are they there? And you would shoot me, right? So ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm like, are they there? Where'd they go? Are they here? And then you shoot, and I'm like, oh god, they're there! And then you start running away and screaming like with your head cut off. You know? You just gave them the advantage. Because that's literally the first thing that they would do. If you're gonna climb up and you're gonna fight, you might as well fight. You got to remember, like, gauge. Of course, if they pretty much one mag you, like, you better pop your Q and get the heck out of dodge, right? So those are the scenarios of things that you can do. Who's your main?
So I don't have a main as of yet. I'm still deciding between Bangalore, Raid, Horizon.
Oh, good legends. So if you were Bang, you would smoke out as soon as you went up, because if you got shot, then you would need to try to find a way to get out and use that movement to your advantage. Do you know how to tap strafe?
No.
I'm gonna teach you how to tap strafe. Get over here. It's gonna take 2 seconds, I promise. You're gonna learn it real quick. Do you know how to wall bounce?
Yeah, wall bounce.
Okay, we're gonna teach you how to tap strafe. You said you're on M&K, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be the fastest guide ever for how to tap strafe, and you're gonna learn it. You can be like, oh my god, it's super easy. It's really not that hard. And every time I've taught somebody, they learn within minutes. I'm pretty sure you can learn it. So you're gonna go to settings. You're gonna go to game mouse and keyboard, and you're gonna change your move forward. You could do the tap strafe with just spamming your W key, but to make it easier, you're gonna change your scroll wheel to up.
Yeah. I did those two.
Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to show you the difference between the two so you can at least visually see it. So this is without a tap strafe and me trying to redirect, right? Now a tap strafe is doing the corner and then spamming scroll wheel whenever you're in the air. So it's a little bit of a leap of faith when you're in the air, is that you're pretty much letting the scroll wheel take over, and you just, if you're trying to go a specific direction, then you press A or D while you're in the air. All right? So whenever what you do is you slide jump, and then you press D or A depending on the direction you want to go, and then spam the living heck out of that scroll wheel. All right, even if you do it right now, spam the scroll wheel. You're doing it. You already got half the equation for tap strafing. But when you're in the air and you press the direction, then boom, you'll tap strafe. See how sharp that is? So I want you to try it. Go to slide jump and try to cut that corner there.
Okay.
You did it. You tap strafe. You did it. That was perfect. 10 out of 10. Literally. You cut the corner. If you weren't tap strafing, this is what would happen. You would stop here. You went right here at 90-degree angle. You could tap strafe. You did it.
Okay.
Is that crazy? You already did it. Like, is that easy?
That is crazy.
So then when you're in the air here, you can move. You can have your movement by using scroll wheel and tap strafing by just moving around while you're in the air. This is when you see people like, I guess, streamers just staying still and like they're just moving around like maniacs like this, kind of tap strafing in the air and then doing stuff, you know? And it makes it look a lot more impressive, but reality is it's just a scroll wheel. You can do the same thing by pressing W. I mean, like, shoot, you can just slide it and then just press W and then tap strafe. This does the same thing. See? Yeah. I mean, it just makes a lot more noise and it's not as, like, fluid, but it's the same type of movement. So if you're trying to wall bounce and trying to tap strafe into it, you can jump, tap strafe, and the wall bounce. So movement is all about combination, timing, and patience. So if you want better movement, you got to be patient. You got to work on your timing. The better you are with your timing, the better your movement's going to be. Movement is not about a race. It's about fluidity and about patience. So the more patient you are in a gunfight and you wait for, let's say, you know you're not going to dead slide when your kunai knife moves back into place. And if you don't have when you wait for your fist to come out.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you're moving the box, when would you apply a tap strafe is when you're trying to get away and you're trying to cut the corner, right? That's the fastest application to do it because you gotta cut the corner fast and get away and keep momentum, right? Well, all of those seconds matter, and if you see in a 1v1, seconds mean everything. If you climb up for 0.1 second to get shot and you take 40 damage, that means that you're at a 40 damage deficit, meaning that your next fight is going to be a lot more difficult. So remember, every second matters. All right, ready?
So I have another question.
Go for
it. So you saw that like there was this one time where I actually came up right here, at the top, and you were here, right?
Yep.
And you were actually beaming me. So I like, how do I actually counter that? Like, if I'm going to play,
if
like,
somebody is going to 1v1 you, and I call it the ego challenge. I've done this many times on stream, and sometimes you whiff, and sometimes like. I did this on the Loba yesterday. Here's an example. Like, I beamed her, I hit her for about 80, and I was like, I went full, I guess, apparently French. And I dropped and said I'm going to win this, and I was like, oh no, and I lost. I whiffed, I hit one wingman shot, because she was flush, and I lost. Like, I straight up lost. Now, it's better to have the ideal positioning, but if you're going to go for the 1v1, be darn sure that you're gonna win it. And sometimes stuff happens, like you're just gonna whiff sometimes. You're not a robot, and so you're naturally gonna miss, and that's why I would encourage positioning over jumping down and doing something dumb. Now, if you don't have a choice and you didn't know they're up there and you go for the 1v1, you might as well commit. You've already made the mistake of climbing up, and you already found out they were there. They're caught off guard, you're caught off guard, unless they were sitting there camping like this and just like standing still, then you pretty much can one beam them. So you just gotta work on your 1v1s up here, so you climb up, and because you're using a high sensitivity, you don't move around your mouse a lot, okay? So you climb up, and then we're gonna shoot. I'm gonna show you. Move your mouse and keep it around my chest level, and don't try to track me. Just try to keep in the center. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. That was way better than your prior strike. You just gotta keep it calm. Don't move around so much. Like there's a center path that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a little harder. I'm gonna put away my gun. I'm just gonna do the natural race strafe, left and right. Okay. So I'm gonna climb up, and I'm gonna already be strafing, and then think of like where I meet in the center, and that's where you want to shoot, and aim for the chest, so the recoil aims for the head. Because that's even when I strafe down right here, if you're aiming for the chest, at least you'll hit me in the head. That's the secret, right? If you're trying to hit my head and I'm bobbing and weaving, you're gonna miss. It's virtually, I mean, not virtually impossible. And there's people who can do it, who can pretty much track the headshot by doing like a little arc. But the easier way, especially when you're in a stressful situation, trying to listen to comms and everything going on in a battle royale, is to aim like if you crouch. I'll show the audience so everyone can see. Just go ahead and do like, if you crouch and then uncrouch. If you aim for like that center chest where they're at and they crouch, they're gonna land right into your headshot. And remember, people don't always do a complete crouch, so just do one a little bit in between. Like just you'll see the spot. Do you see it visually? The spot?
Yeah.
Try not to track me. Just try to think of predict where I'm going to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm taking shots.
Oh.
A little better. I mean, I'm going a little faster because I don't have a gun out. So this is like the hardest version of what you're gonna get, right? And I'm gonna throw you off because I'm gonna like strafe left and right and something different. There you go. See? You see what I mean? So if a Wraith decides to throw you off with a strafe and do something different, if you keep it in the center, you don't have to worry about random like strafes left and right. As long as you can get a decent mag in for, let's say, about 100, then you're in a decent spot. And once you crack their armor, that means that you have the advantage as long as your armor's not cracked, because when you shoot them, they have aim punch. You remember? Do you know what aim punch is?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you flash and then.
Whenever you what?
Whenever you flash, it keeps on kicking you back if the bullets keep on hitting you.
Yes, if you're flush. Correct. Yes. All right, I was making sure. All right, so we're gonna climb up again. You're gonna work with your warns. You're gonna keep your aim stable. I'm gonna try to beam you back as well. I'm not gonna go lie to you, so you understand what that pressure feels like.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Target.
You gotta strafe. You gotta move. You gotta move, man. You're just making it easy for me. You gotta move left and right.
All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna blame myself. I didn't tell you to move. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna climb up and you're gonna move left and right. Because before you're standing still, it actually makes it a little easier when you're strafing left and right, believe it or not. Especially with your aim. 3, 2, 1, go.
Making contact with enemy.
Don't jump. You're making it easier.
Okay.
Let me show you why when you jump in mid-fight, why it's easier to hit somebody. Unless you plan to incorporate a tap strafe and get away, then it's not going to do you any good. So the reason why when you jump, you see where I'm at the peak of the jump, it makes it easier. So if anybody's done any aim lab, Kovacs, or any aim training, this is an easy arc to hit. It really is. Because when you're in the air, jump, and then try to do a strafe, heal up. Strafe left and right, and I'll show you. And then jump. So your strafe is like, oh my gosh, it'll do a strafe back and forth and then jump. So yeah, strafe and then jump in the air like you were doing a second ago. It becomes an easier way to predict where you're going, because when you jump, you can't just magically change direction unless you're doing a movement like this, like a tap strafe after a slide jump. It's the only way you can throw somebody off. Otherwise, if I just do this, like try to hit me while I'm doing this, without a tap strafe in there. See, look how many shots you're already landing comparatively, right? It's a lot easier to hit somebody when they're doing a jump. If you're playing other games like Fortnite, naturally jumping is the best thing to do. But jumping is very specific when it comes to Apex Legends. You have to kind of choose whether you're going to jump or not. So if I were to go in this fight and I'm like, oh shoot, and then I put away my gun and then like jumped, or I slide jumped away, you had to wait until after you've been shot a little bit as well. Otherwise you'll dead slide. So if you're shooting me and then I try to slide jump, I'm just going to dead slide instead. All right?
Yeah.
Ready? You're just going to climb up. We're going to go for the 1v1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put you a little bit at a distance so I can see what it looks like. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Taking shots.
You see at the end of the spray how it's going to be an absolute nightmare? Now, we're going to do the same 1v1s with the R99 right here. I want to get you used to that pressure. So that's literally the worst case scenario of when you get beamed with what it feels like, right? Like it's when you go back into gold lobbies, it's gonna feel a lot easier because you're not gonna have that pressure. That's the whole point. I don't lighten up on this so that you understand like, oh gosh, that's scary. But then when you do whatever you're supposed to do, it's really not that scary. Trust me. So at this distance, I need you to keep the same stability that you had before, okay? And don't overshoot. Your sensitivity is a little fast, and I would argue that your positioning of where you sit is not ideal, okay? But at least you need to see with that high sensitivity that you can control recoil at this distance. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I just need. Dude.
This time I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm just gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna pretend to shoot. I'm gonna shoot around you. Ready? 3, 2. Oh wait. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. It's not bad, man. Really, it's not bad. So what I would work on for you is, I swear your aim is going to be so much better whenever you kind of fix your desk situation a bit. It'll improve a lot. Maybe not your micro here, but in terms of what's happening, this is essentially what's going to happen with the downside of your aim, and you need to go into an aim trainer to reset a little bit. You've already built a lot of bad habits, so this is going to be a little bit hard for you to knock this out, okay? Especially in a battle royale, anybody can pop anywhere, right? We've already covered that. Now the downside of that is that you're going to have to lift your mouse to different locations, and then whenever you settle your mouse is where you get to finally aim. But it has to be in different parts of the mouse pad that feel really uncomfortable for you, right? You can't. You could always lift, but ideally, if it hurts your hand, you don't want to always lift. So you're gonna have to work on that. Like if I appear from a random spot, how fast can you adjust to that spot, right? Let me give you an example. Let's see here. Let's see how fast you adjust. Stand out in the open with a sniper over here. We're gonna swap the wingman to something. This is I would say this is a micro adjustment, kind of. Grab yourself a longbow. Put your favorite long range magnification. I'm also gonna do the same. Okay.
Okay.
Put a purple mag in it.
All right.
So I want you to get a feel for like those corrections. It's all about prediction. So you can predict it and avoid having to correct. So stand right out in the open, okay? On my ping. I'm gonna shoot around you, okay? I'm not actually gonna shoot you.
Let's check out that way.
Okay, so I'm gonna appear from a random spot. I could appear from the left.
Oh.
I could appear from above, or I could appear over here. Actually, I am gonna shoot you once just to put pressure, okay? I'm not gonna shoot you again afterwards. But again, you know how I was talking about, even this is a small thing, and like in a battle royale where somebody could peek in various spots. How are you correcting your aim? And I want you to at least understand it so then you can go practice it. I'm going to give you a scenario with an aim lab once you fix your desk situation. That's going to require that you do clean 180s. And then once you do 180s, we're going to work on your full frontal, like 90-degree front, okay? So ready? I'm going to peek from a different spot and I'm going to shoot you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I have the advantage, by the way. Just letting you know. This is a little unfair, and I'm gonna swap it with you, okay? Just so at least you get a feel for the opposite, just so I'm not like picking on you. So this is a little unfair, but it is gonna help. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Just slow down my shot.
Okay, so it's not bad. Honestly, your at least your target acquisition of like following me isn't that bad. So it's because your prediction is good. Like at least seeing me from a distance. You just got to apply the same logic around the box and where to anticipate me, right? The problem is that the ones that start giving you different variables such as your own movement. Now let's swap. Let's see what you do.
Let's explore this way.
Let's see what you do. This is pretty good, man.
Thank you.
Apply that same logic close range though, because when you're close range, I feel like you stop thinking about where I'm gonna appear from, and that's when you wide swing me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on the open. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Opening fire.
Oh no.
All right, so this you see, every
God.
time I put movement in for you, it seems like you don't think about the peaks. Okay, I'm gonna teach you something of like how to peak.
Okay.
You want to get your hitbox as small as possible. Okay, so go to peek me. I call this a quick peek. What you do is you ever play CS:GO or Valorant?
I've played a bit of Valve, but like it was for like a split time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you understand what it means to slice the pie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, go and stand out in the open like you are right there. So I'm going to slice the pie until I see you. Boom. And then I'm going to peek back. Right?
Okay.
So I want you to do the same thing with me right around the box. I'm going to stand out in the open. Slice the pie until you see me. Right around the corner there. Or on around that thing. Until you see me. Then peek back immediately when you take a shot. So you're not standing out in the open.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh.
Gotta be fast. You're wide swinging out. No. Go back.
Oh.
Remember,
shit. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at this one.
Oh, okay. Ready? We go again. You see where I'm at? You know where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So slice the pie and wait for the screen to go back. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Peek back right away. Gotta be faster. Go again. And when I say fast, I mean like that first shot has to be. You already know where I'm at. You already know where to shoot, right? That's how fast you gotta shoot. If you can lower that time, I tell you, like I would be able to hit you by the time you peak that. You know. Wait for the screen to go by. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So when you slice the pie, I'm gonna do it with you, okay? You're like jiggle peeking. Don't jiggle peek because you're slicing the pie to find me, right?
Yeah.
If I could, I wish I could go over and grab your mouse and show you, but. You know, ready? So essentially, this is what it is. So I'm slicing the pie. I see information here, information here, information here, information here. Boom, shoot. Back up. you would almost ADS out and get rid of it. You can still ADS in and go back and crouch back like that, or you could un-ADS once you take the shot and you find him to go backwards. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back up here. Apply the same logic when you're even close range, because if you can peek a little bit and then peek back, I'm showing you in the box, and get that entry damage or get at least like one wingman shot, it means everything. It means everything, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be standing out, you know exactly where I'm at. Don't jiggle, you don't have to jiggle. You just have to find me and then shoot them back. Because if you do, you can do it faster than me because you're trying to anticipate where I'm at. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. You already saw me. Go back again. Go back again. You know where I'm at.
Okay.
Slice the pie. Cut that angle, and then the minute you see me, then shoot. Ready? Don't wide swing out. Don't go far. Don't go far. Don't go far. Remember, peek fast. Fast. This is what pros do. This is why it's so frustrating. They peek fast. They're better. But go all the way back around the corner. Don't peek again because I'm just gonna hit you for free. Let me show you what happens. Ready?
Okay.
If you do what you did, this is what happens. Even if I'm standing in the open and I'm ego challenging you. This is why people in my videos get frustrated. Like, I had the better position. I peeked quickly and I don't understand why I lost. I was like, you're peeking correctly is the thing. So go back. I'm gonna stand still. I know where you're gonna come from. You know where exactly I'm at. I'm just standing out in the open. So let's wait for this stupid sign to go by and then we'll be perfectly fine. And then we're gonna go hop in game. We're gonna do another few 1v1s and we're gonna go hop in game. So ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no. Okay, go.
Better, honestly better. And that's when you go to peek somewhere else. That was better, man. That was better. I saw your body a little bit beforehand, but it was 100% better. Do you get that timing? Don't jiggle peek, just cut the corner. So if let me do one a little closer range. Let's say we're trying to shoot each other with the R99, and I think it'll help you out. This is how you peek when you have the advantage, and you don't want to peek for long either. So you're gonna stand right here, and I'm gonna stand right here. At some point, when you cut that angle, you're gonna see my head, right?
Yeah.
In that moment, you can keep cutting until you see my head, and then what I want you to do is go through the VOD and see how I was cutting the angle, and what you do.
All right.
All right, so swap places. You're gonna stand right here.
This way.
And I'm gonna swap places with you. I want you to see in the VOD what it looks like and how you do a fast peek. And you can throw off your opponent by doing a different angle. Ready? Let me know when you're in place.
Okay, I'm in place.
All right. Wait, your body isn't peeking. Okay, there we go. Go to the you gotta peek out. So yeah, that's
Also
perfect.
right
Ready?
here.
3, 2, 1, go. Even if you miss, you see how fast I was?
Yeah. Oh my god.
And you ducked. That's perfect though. Okay, I'm gonna go again. Now the thing is that even if you miss, at least you're putting pressure. You at least gotta peek. Your head's barely peeking out.
Oh.
You're good. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Opening fire.
You see now I got the advantage. If I were to do it again from this spot. If I wasn't actually landing my shots.
Oh my god.
There you go. See? And now I'm picking on
Okay.
you. get what I mean? You see how slicing the pie? I want you to go through the VOD and look at this movement specifically. Just don't miss your shots and be a dummy like me. Like I guess it's because I'm tired. Like I'm off on my shots. But essentially, that's how you want to cut the angles and do it. So if you run the box, the same thing. Ready? It's like CS:GO and Valorant.
Yeah.
So the several times when I waited for you to wide swing, because I can tell from your movement, this is pretty much what you did. You're like, where is he? And then you're standing out in the open. Even if you hit me, my hitbox is much smaller right here. I can double back on the box, stay tight, and then take a different angle on you. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So let me show you what it looks like when you cut the angle and how fast it should be, even if you're holding. There's 2 different ways to do it. If you're holding the angle, this is how fast you got to be. So go ahead and peek me in this angle. Go back. Okay. Right? I heard your footsteps. Now let's say it was the opposite. Hold the angle on me, right? And just stay there.
Fire. Getting shot at.
You see what I mean? Like if I know you're there, potentially, there's only a few spots you can be. You could be here.
The fight's on right here.
You could be here.
Making contact
or you can be above.
Contact with hostile.
That's just why I like doing the boxes. There's only so many variables you can be at, right? And the same thing happens in a battle royale, that if the zone is closing and let's say the zone is closing and the ring is right here, there's only so many parts they can peek from here, even though this is a great spot. Like if they're like the very edge of the zone, then you know like, okay, we got them, right? Okay. So let's go do this again. Now try to You can hold an angle, or you can peek me fast and holding the angle, whichever you want to do.
Okay.
But go for it, okay? And then we're gonna hop in game.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. I'm taking shots.
No, oh no.
You gotta listen to those footsteps, man. I know this game barely has footsteps, but you can lead, you know? Okay.
Yeah.
So these are your takeaways, man. These are your takeaways. This is a little hard. You're gonna have to go through the VOD. You're not gonna. This isn't something you're gonna learn overnight. You've built a lot of bad habits. Okay. I assume you've played FPS games for a really, really long time, right?
Yeah. I haven't played it in a while. This
Okay.
is my first like FPS game.
Oh, it's your first.
Yeah.
Okay, well that also makes
Yeah.
sense. So think of it this way: strip away everything that you kind of learned so far. Go through the VOD and think about how you peek. Honestly, how you peek in game and how you hold your gun in different angles are so important. Even if you're just in the test range, peeking slowly and cutting the pie, slicing the pie. It's so important. I want you to look at my movement. I want you to look at pros' movement the next week or so and really analyze how they're peeking. You never really see a pro do this unless they are just so. They got like the biggest ego ever and they know they can win because their aim is just so good. Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I want you to focus on. And a chat is saying like people learn in different ways and sometimes it hits faster than others. What I hope that happens with the Duke in about a week, he said, oh, that's what it is. And sometimes it's harder. Listen, I'm a slow learner, man. You want to know, honestly, how I learn is by dying over a million times and then it hits, okay? So the things that I want you to take away, adjust your desk. That's number one, right? Adjust your desk and make sure you have like good arm movement. I'm going to send you an aim lab scenario in which you need to move your mouse a good degree and reset. I think your predictions at distance when you're standing still is really solid because you don't have to incorporate the other side of your brain, which means you have to incorporate movement. So when you incorporate movement, when you tie the two together, that's when you get overwhelmed from what I'm saying. So what we need to do is understand how to slice the pie and get very quick shots off. Those quick shots are very, very vital to get the damage advantage. Otherwise, you're going to be wide swinging out and not know if I'm coming around the corner. Listen for footsteps. So let's do a little peekaboo around this corner. Every time I see you, I want you to pretty much try to hide, see me and then peek back. See me and peek back. That's your goal, okay? And I'm going to be doing the same. So work on that. Put your gun away and then just back around, okay? It's like playing hide and seek, but you want to like, oh, I saw him. I got to hide again, right? Think of that pressure of like hiding. You don't want your full body exposed all the time because otherwise, oh gosh, they're going to see you and they're going to chase you, right? You would naturally, instinctively try to have as small of a hitbox as possible. Let's do this again. I've never really done this exercise to see if it works with you. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Don't wide swing is out. Make small cuts around the corner. Know how long it takes until there you go. Almost like practice like how long it takes to cut the angle like halfway through. It's like you just memorize the movement. Like if you were to do this over and over again, instead of coming out this far, you see this is where you're at. This is a little too far. And you were to stop it perfectly as if you were a car. You know how to drive, right? Do you know how to drive?
Yeah.
So whenever you stop and like you try to get to the stoplight, you don't just magically. I mean, you can do what they call in CS:GO. You can slam on the brakes. Essentially, I wouldn't recommend it though. Where they call it, what is it? Counter strafing. To get the stop in this game, you don't have to worry about counter strafing. Whenever you let go of the key, you pretty much stop on a dime. So if you work on stopping on a dime at the right spot, you're gonna be much better at it. And do it for both ways. And stopping pretty close on a dime where half your body's exposed. Your gun at this point, like as long as you can shoot down the line. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. As long as you shoot down the line, then you're pretty much good. You know. But it's better. So let's do the peekaboo again. Let's keep going. I know we need to hop in game, but I think this is so important, man. Because in game, this is why you get hit more, or why it feels like, oh my god, I got shot. You got to think about minimizing your hitbox and finding places where they just don't exist. You know, and it's so key. So if I was getting caught out here in the open, I would instantly start using a smaller hitbox and moving around here, and then trying to hide and then peek out and then shoot you. There you go. Yes, 10 out of 10. Let's go, dude. Is it clicking now? Right? It's starting to click.
Yeah.
It's feeling a little better. Okay, now let's go hop in game. Now that you kind of got it, and it's gonna take a second, man. It's gonna. The hard part is you get it here, and then you're gonna go in a game, and you're gonna realize, oh man, I'm wide swinging out too much. I know it feels like you're playing like I can't. It's got to keep it PG. I'm playing like a here, right? But listen, every pro plays like a You know what I mean? Like, you kind of gotta. Like, if you're just playing out like, I'm the best in the game, you shoot everywhere, it doesn't work. That's not how you play the game. It's not how you play Valorant. It's not how you play CSGO. It's sure as heck not how you play Apex Legends. So let's go hop in. Let's go queue up, and we'll go trio queue, I guess.
Okay.
Helpful, you just got, I think if you watch the VOD, you see the movement, you already are getting it, man. So if you get it, it should click. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is why I like playing Watson. You have to be able to master those type of little movements. You don't have an out, you don't have a Q, you don't get to fly up as horizon, you know? And even when you do fly up as horizon, the next thing you want to do is fly up to a safe spot, you know? Alien, happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Jose, is this free? The coaching today is not even sponsored, it's just free. Excuse me, it's just free. Good stuff, new to the game, he's getting coached. He'll notice a huge improvement. Yes, he definitely will. It's gonna take some time. Sometimes it clicks faster than others. I will admit, when I was first playing, the way I learned was in Battlefield, and I just died over and over and over and over and over again, and I just sheer like sucking at the game until like it clicked and just like was like, why am I dying? Like, how come they're better? What are they doing? And just like figuring it out, you know?
Yeah. So another question which I have normally, because I hear people say that, you know, like there's certain angles that you should pick, you know, like think 2 steps ahead and stuff.
Yep.
And in that case then, like, so how then do you incorporate all of that, which they've given you, which is kind of like the basics, into like your own play style? How do you actually incorporate all of that into your own play style?
Well, that's what we're going to try to do and give examples right now. It's not going to hit right away. And it never does, unfortunately. It's just as long as I can open up the door and you can practice it and look at it. It's like if we see a team already hard holding the angle, we need to go find another spot. You know, there's a reason why you don't necessarily just shove right out in the open. And maybe you get some damage with a quick peek, right? Because you know that they're peeking, like we just did in game. Then you can cover some ground, right?
Yeah.
So let's drop here and we'll see what that looks like. You only wide swing when you know you have the armor advantage. Let's say I have purple armor and they have white armor. I may just wide swing him and push him like an absolute psycho because I know I can land more shots because I got a good mag, I have a good armor, and I'm gonna win, right? Is that person gonna land on me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got blasted. I got one guy cracked and the other guy both of them punched me out. The joys of pubs, you just get landed on. I get to watch you though. It's okay. It's okay. This is a positive. I get to watch you. I think they landed elsewhere.
Oh my lord.
All right, don't go down. Don't go down. I'm gonna watch you. Okay.
Yeah.
You got the height. Perfect. Perfect. Keep your hitbox small, and then you got to peek aggressively and take some shots. All right, one's on the far left. God. This is where adjusting your desk is gonna help too. I promise. You got to cover him. You got to shoot, shoot, shoot. These are free shots.
Oh no. Ah, geez.
Take breathe. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Keep it calm. Keep it calm. One's gonna crawl up to you. Climbing up. He's climbing up. He's trying to ego challenge. Not bad. Not bad. You queue up.
No.
Okay.
Dude.
That's not a bad
God.
decision.
Okay.
You see how he climbed up? You think the 1v1. If you got the entry damage on him, right? So you stick that. You stick that if you need to. You know what I mean? You had the advantage on him. At that point, you just move around. You reload in his face. When you flip in the air, you should just reload your gun and just kept shooting him at that point. You pop the heal. Not a bad decision if you're gonna pop the heal and get away. But if you're gonna get away, you gotta get away and go look for cover elsewhere, right? That's not bad, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's we gotta change your desk, man. That's what's killing you. You're having a hard time keeping up with people and tracking. The only thing I would, if you can't, no, you just gotta fix the desk. Get like a cheap desk from IKEA or something. Like that's what I did. I got like a $20 big desk whenever I couldn't afford anything, like a coffee table even, and put the computer on there so then I had space in front of me just to move around. Like it doesn't have to look nice. It just has to be functional. Because if you're playing and you're cramped and you're hurting yourself, it's not gonna work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not bad, man. Not bad.
So another question which I have, right? So you saw that there was the rampart on the right side, right?
Yep.
And she was looking at me, and also the octane was jumping up. So then, how could I have like played that better?
You knocked the blood, and once you heard the footsteps climbing up to you, the octane was going for 1v1. The rampart can't get up to height fast. You take the octane. Now, if the Octane takes too long, and you look at the Rampart and you shoot her and crack her, you could slide and attack the Rampart, and the Octane is pretty much chasing you, right? Two different decisions.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean one is right or wrong. That's the beauty of a battle royale. You never really know which is right or which is wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You just got to make a decision. You got to do something. And when you do something, you play better. Or at least you will learn how to play better because you made a mistake. So when you saw there, you knocked the Bloodhound, you got trouble tracking the first guy, the person went up to you, you had the advantage, and then you gave up the advantage. Think 1v1s, think you're 1v1s. And you can win that fight. I'm confident you can because I've seen you beam, you know?
Yeah.
Someone eliminated the champion.
Alright, this time at least I didn't get punched off drop, which is nice.
Of many lights.
If you get punched off drop, there's unfortunately there's not much you can do.
That's painful.
Other guy had a gun, so it's all good. But if that happens to somebody, think of it like a benefit for you. It means that I become a meat shield and you need to take shots because they're out in the open for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think sometimes it's just that I get too overwhelmed with things.
Just gotta breathe. Just gotta breathe.
Yeah.
Isolate them out. So when I look at your gameplay, first you gotta isolate your aim out. Then you gotta make the decisions and say if you were VOD reviewing,
sorry.
Some materials.
what decision did you make and could you have made it faster? It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Don't worry about dying and making mistakes. You gotta die and make mistakes to get better. It's the only way you improve. Alright, so let's go push for the main.
There are people, I think.
Yeah, they're over here. We're gonna flank.
I have a Mozambique. So.
Yeah, Mozambique. I could drop you flat with a gold mag. Come over here. Here, I'm gonna drop it for you. I'm gonna drop on my heavy.
no, I do have heavy.
You're good. If I can't kill somebody with 40 or with 58 bullets, I shouldn't be playing this game. I got this.
Oh, thank you.
You're too quick. Jesus.
Oh, there they are.
Looting over there.
Oh, wait.
We're inside the ring. I'm positive.
So remember cutting the angles, being smart. You do it throughout your whole gameplay.
Shooting at me.
Okay.
You're good. I'm holding for you.
Shields recharging.
Knock one.
Reloading. I
Nice.
That guy's also flush. You can move up because he's flush. We have the advantage. If worst case scenario, you queue up and you push him. The Ash is over here. There you go. Good Q. Good Q. Back here, 95. 100 in.
Oh.
Where's she going?
Care package coming in.
She's still flush. The other one's pushing on the open right here. You got 7 bullets.
Enemy down.
I knocked her.
Nice. One more. One more. Oh, you got that. Oh, shoot.
I need to get back in. Good thing that was the
Nice.
last one.
Yeah, yeah.
I got one over there.
Oh, shoot. Hold on.
Grenade.
Let me almost up real quick.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, we
Knock
can
one.
have any. Nice.
Singularity deployed.
Oh no, I missed it. No.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Keep focused. Keep focused.
Do it.
Take it slow.
No.
We can res this guy.
Yeah.
On your feet, darling. Plenty of fight left in you.
I'm just peeking.
You kill leader?
The
Almost knocked
pushing
one.
it.
Almost knocked one. You're good. You're good.
Nice.
We're still good. I got the gen. Nading it.
Tossing a grenade.
Cracked another. Flush.
He's almost flashed.
Nice.
I think it's 15. Oh no.
You can shot in the back. Just push forward. Push forward. We die. We die. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
I'm healing up. Oh,
Good.
nice. The rising.
Yep,
Rising.
yep. I knocked one. I knocked one.
More enemies.
I'm flanking right now. I'm gonna get some light off these guys.
Being shot at.
Someone on me.
I'm gonna push this guy in a second. Oh, he died.
Nice.
I need to grab light.
But
Ben.
there's another person also.
Yeah. We're good. We're good. We're good. Keep it calm. Just remember, don't panic, man. Don't panic. It's all good. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen, dude?
I'm healing. Oh my god,
You
dude.
see? Look, they're not even pushing. They're scared, bro. We're good. Keep calm. Remember, we hold our angles. We win these. We win these. Our
Yeah.
teammate's holding it down right now. Or he was holding it down, but it's fine.
Setting a fence.
So you want to get a flank
Anyone
over here.
passes through here, we'll know.
Recharging my shields.
I'm pushing.
Yep, I got a cell. Nice, good job, good job.
She's almost flashed.
Yep, I'm healing, I'm healing.
I knocked one.
Nice, good job.
No.
Reset, reset. Back up, back up, back up.
Leave me. Oh no.
Okay, when you think of your
yeah.
movement, think of movement in terms of how to minimize. And I backed up for a little bit. That's my bad.
It's a fence.
Okay. The caustic is up here, I think.
Okay, I'm looking for
Get that.
something.
Okay, they're healing now, I think.
Okay. let's
Yeah,
try
they're
this one.
rising.
Shoot.
Let's
Nice
try
and close
crawl
range.
towards you.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Yeah. They're pushing the flanking this side.
To heal up.
Okay. It's
Oh
fine.
no. Okay.
Throwing an arc star.
A priority is messed up right there.
That. Ah! GG's. Okay, so
Okay.
what you're gonna do is you're gonna go through the VOD and you're gonna see like you have more time than you think. Think through each step one at a time, right? And I promise you, if you gotta think fast, but isolate each of those decisions out, and then like as if like you were queuing into like your decision. What I'm gonna do, like what do you do when you get up in the morning? You do it because you feel so comfortable doing it. You get up. What do you do next?
Go shower.
You go shower. So what are the steps to going to
Yeah.
the shower? Like what do you do?
I take my, washing tools, whatever.
There you
Then
go.
I
See, one
head
step
up.
at a time, right?
Yeah.
Let's do toothbrush or brushing your teeth. So we don't talk about taking off our clothes. What do you do when you brush your teeth? What are the steps? You don't just put the toothbrush in your mouth, right?
No. Yeah, maybe it's kind of weird that I actually do this. I actually first pour water on the toothbrush, just hydrate it before
That's good.
the
That's a
toothpaste.
step, right? So
Yeah.
the same thing that you're thinking of those steps there, I want you to think of the same process when you're playing Apex. Whenever you finish up a fight, what do? You heal immediately. You get an armor swap, and then you chill and you wait for information, right? Steps.
Yeah.
You don't just sit there. What am I supposed to do? Oh God, I need ammo. I need HP. Oh, I get my armor. My teammates are all gonna die. No, one step at a time, man. One step at a time. The first step, did you heal? Second step, where are my teammates? Next step, where's the enemy? Next step, where can I peek from? Next step, can I do damage? Next step, my teammate's dead. Next step, should I run? Think of it like step by step by step by step by step.
Shot.
Got it?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So when you say what should I do, when you VOD review, think of like a step by step. Did I not take the right step to heal? Did I not take the right step to do X, Y, and Z? When you build those fundamentals of your first FPS, it'll get easier. I promise you, man. I promise you. Just keep making mistakes.
Yeah.
Maybe you did the wrong thing. You put the toothbrush in your mouth and you put the toothpaste on your shoulder. At least you made a mistake and you know what went wrong, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay if you put the toothpaste on your shoulder. You gotta make mistakes to learn.
Yeah.
You won't know where the toothpaste goes until somebody tells you, or you just do it.
The fighting.
Yeah. So when you drop, the same thing. Know where the predetermined loot is, and then start grabbing, and then you can push in, you know?
Yeah.
I'm making my way downtown now.
Spotted a bomb ball over there.
That's
what
a
the heck?
place
Oh.
everybody likes to go at.
Okay. I have a.
Here's somebody under. Oh, they're underneath me. Oh shit! I fell. Ah!
Fuck. Ah, no.
You're good. You're good.
Recharging my shields.
This side.
Yeah. See.
I'm in trouble.
Okay, you stop running away from me.
I'm pushing with you. I'm going from the top.
An enemy shield.
Well,
I'm gonna die. Never mind. I was about to die.
Down to 9.
Somebody here.
Yep. I'm swapping.
I defeated an
There's an octane. Somebody pushing on me.
You're good. I'm not kidding. Worst case, she's gonna block off the door. See, they only have one spot. Take it slow. What can you do? You can heal. Yeah, we can chill. I'm gonna grab that light because I need it.
Yeah, me
Grenade.
too.
Recharging my shields.
Let's go top if we can. Like, it's a caustic, so the worst thing you can do is push a caustic, right? Step by step. Take it slow. Let's see. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I'm
hello.
healing.
I'm dead.
Fuck.
No, you're good, you're good. I didn't even hear that guy was going. Is that part of the same squad? I think he is.
All right there.
Yep. I get to watch you, so this is a plus. So you got the angle, right?
No.
Okay, you punched. You wide swung. You wide swung without even shooting
No,
for information.
dude.
It's okay. It's okay.
No. Okay.
It'll
I made a
all come
mistake.
together.
Oh my
Watch
God.
the VOD. Breathe, and then it'll get easier. Oh, this guy's a solo. He's not even part of the same squad. No wonder.
Okay.
Okay, well that makes more sense because there was 2 people in there, and I was like, "There's no way in heck I got flanked that fast." This guy's not even part of the squad. See, the 2 of them are still in there. Unfortunate with battle royales, there's different variables that you can't account for, right? This is a variable where it's like, why was this guy out here? I don't know why he was out there. Like, sometimes you move and it just is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
So like,
I did realize that I did like extend without dealing damage, because most of the time you have to deal damage first.
at least something, just so you know what armor you're dealing with.
Yeah, but
They really not gonna push this guy?
made the mistake.
That's crazy. He killed us and they're just gonna leave him. I don't believe it. That's so lucky. Dude, they left? Oh my god. I hope they come back and push him. This dude is like all by himself, all alone in the world. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize, dude.
Nah, you're good. Yeah, and then I think I pressed one of the wrong buttons, and then I started climbing on that thing, and then pushed me towards the side.
It'll be a little easier when you fix your sitting situation. I promise you. And then you're gonna hit all the wrong buttons again, and then you got to practice it. That's where you're gonna find improvement.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, bro. I gotta get the next person in because we're gonna go in like 4 minutes. Hopefully it was helpful. Again, you know, the goal of these coaching sessions is to point you in the right direction. You know, if I can point you in the right direction, that's for me, that's a positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely did learn. All
right,
the things that I need to do. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. Or we'll talk soon. Okay.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye. All right, let's get the next person in here. Also, guys, don't forget to leave a like. If you enjoy this series, you got to leave a like so I know that you guys are enjoying it and that it's helpful. Hopefully it's helpful. I mean, that's the whole point of why we do it. Next person I got is... Look. Oh, it's Hugh. Let's see if he's ready. But GG's, man. Don't worry, I used to freak out too. You know, the first time I won my first match in a battle royale, my first battle royale was PUBG. I was shaking so bad on the keyboard that I couldn't even press the buttons properly. You know, like my hands were just like wobbling, and the only solution to that is by just keep playing. And that was my first round I ever won, and I was like, oh my god, like, that's why people love battle royales, is that they give you this like this thrill and like this adrenaline rush, right? That's what makes them so good. And then you have to work on the opposite of like chilling and relaxing. Come on, Hugh, where are you? There he is. All right, I'm gonna call him. Yeah, I do the coaching for free. You just sign up in the Discord and I just draw names at random. There was like 45 people that signed up, so I mean, like, the list is not always like super large. It's just a matter of going to the Discord. Yo, what's up, Hugh?
Hey, hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna turn you up just a little bit. You're good. Go ahead and test again.
Hello?
There you go. Okay, perfect. All right, so do you have me added?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What's your in-game name?
It's Hugh_Jazz 3000.
Oh my god.
I made it when I was 19, so sorry.
It's all good.
You can just call me Hugh or Jazz, and most people just call me that.
I got
Either
you.
or.
All right, well, let's start. Let's do it. I shot you an invite. I already got it spoiled for me. I already see your icon. You're on console. That's unfair. I don't get to guess what input you're on.
Oh.
He's attack quiet. I'll
Yeah.
more.
I remember that. I remember that. You always do that in your coaching sessions.
Yeah.
Here.
All right, I show you an invite. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. You know the rule. Grab yourself an R99, your favorite sight, and a level 3 mag, and the same thing for the wingman favorite sight and your level 3 mag.
All right, sounds good.
And then we'll switch to raid. What? I got kicked.
What?
It says server was running too long. I just joined the server. I shot you another mic. Can you back out?
I got that. Yeah, I got that.
That's crazy, dude. That's actually funny.
Yeah.
I got kicked like instantaneously. It was like server's running too long. I was like, oh, what? They just started.
Yeah.
If I have more fun in Octane than any other legend, should I play him or a better legend like Valkyrie? Play what you enjoy most, man. Your passion and wanting to improve and get better is going to be tied to the fact of if you're enjoying what you're doing. If you don't enjoy what you do, then kind of no point. Guys, grab the stuff we need. And we'll start with some 1v1s around the box. Okay.
Do we take helmets?
Yep.
I don't.
Gold home. I don't mean to grab a stock. Like that. Alright, Hugh. 5 1v1s, doesn't matter if you win or lose. The whole point is just assessment, see how you play, what you do, and work our way from there. Unfortunately, I know you're on controller, so I have high hopes for how you're going to be. I might actually, probably not going to wide swing you, to be honest. You're a controller player, so I fear controller players. Ready?
Yeah. Do you switch characters?
What's that? Yeah, be, oh shoot. Wraith. Yeah, be Wraith. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, do we ping?
Let's explore this way.
Nice. 4 more. I'm gonna be doing different stuff every time, so I'm not gonna just do the same thing again. Just trying to see what you do. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm taking shots.
Woo! Let's go, dude. Very nice. I hear rollers merchant coming. Let's go. Ready? I just went back and forth. My bad. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, close again. 2 more. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. You just wide swung me, holy. You just kind of said, I'm gonna put that roller right in your face. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sheesh, bro. I don't think I deserve that. All right, ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Again with the eagle push. I get it, you're on roller.
Enemy down.
Man, I hate that. It does that animation when I whip out the wingman. So I'm like,
You gotta swap weapons. So we're gonna do. All right, you got that roller confidence. We're gonna climb up and just 1v1 up top here. Let me see what you got. Ready?
all right.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
Taking shots.
Oh, nice. That roller, dude. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Go ahead and heal up.
Yeah.
I just want to do this like 2 more times, just up top here. Just want to make sure you got this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with egoing. Just make sure you know you can win. All right, ready? 3, 2,
My guns
1,
are
go.
gone. My guns are gone for some reason.
Your guns are gone. Oh shoot! I gotta
They
kill
won't
you.
let me.
Okay, yeah, this is the bug. I have to kill you. Let me see if I do a finisher or reset it. I'll cancel it.
Downed an enemy.
All right, swap back and forth. Let's see if it fixes it. Yeah, there you go. They're back. Let's go. Okay, climb up 2 times, and then I'm gonna start. I'm gonna move the distance back a little more until I get that you kind of got the distance in the field. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna go more long range, and we're gonna do a different exercise for you because I think you kind of understand. Generally, your 1v1s here, and I got to work on your long range, especially when it comes to Apex, where pretty much every engagement is like long range. So you know. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 2 more times up top like this. Oh, we gotta start. You were late.
Oh.
You'll be right next to it. I was already up there.
Okay.
Ready?
So like we start. Okay.
Yeah, right up on the box, right here. Just right next to it, and just climb up immediately.
Okay.
No downtime. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, wingman, you were whiffing. You were landing it earlier. You should have killed me like 10 times over. It's okay. It's okay. One more. You got this. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I'm sorry. I backed up too far. I'm dumb. I was like, what the heck? I backed up. Okay, so your close range and stuff, you're confident. Like, I mean, I don't really have much to like add in terms of like close range. Just make sure that you get at least some peak damage before you just wide swing it, you know? You never know who you're facing off against. And I do this a lot. You've seen me do it. I just mentioned it to Duke, right? Where I've dropped and I made the ego play and it didn't work out, right? I would say you're at least high plat or diamond, right?
I'm plat.
Okay.
I got plat before.
You just got to work on your range, I think. I mean, let's start adding a little more distance and let me see how you control it.
Okay, so how does that go? How does this exercise go?
So this one, you just climb up to the side and then you just move up to the little box here. Let me show you. So I'm going that side. So you just you'll start right here, climb up, and then 1v1 right here, back and forth. All right.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm taking shots.
Okay, we got to work on this distance right here. I got you close range, but this distance, I know I'm like not letting up on any pressure, but it makes a big difference in the long run. So what we're gonna do is this time I'm gonna shoot around you, and I want you to get used to the this distance right here. Like this is probably like, unfortunately for controller players, like when you're fighting and you're breaching a building, yes, these 1v1s are important, but then we're pretty much like adding the different parts of the equation of what a battle royale is. And then afterwards, we're gonna do something different compared to Duke. We're gonna work on your long range and working your way into a fight. Okay? Because that's the reality of what you have to do. Ideally, as a controller player, you want to be here, but it's not going to let you do that all the time, right? Like, just you can do that in pubs, but when it comes to ranked or something like that, they're just not going to let you roll up like that. No pun intended with the roller.
Yeah.
So climb up again. I'm going to shoot around you, and then just keep. Don't move as much as you think. I assume. What's your sensitivity? What are you rocking at least, just so I have a better idea.
4-3 classic, no dead zone.
Okay. I'm not a controller player, so I just wanted to know what is that. That's not bad. Just making sure that you weren't too fast. So make sure to just try to keep it. Let the not trying to say let the aim assist work, but don't move. Don't try to fight the recoil so much. Okay.
Okay.
Just be a little more gentle and be smoother with it. When you think smooth, then you'll land more shots. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm taking shots.
Just keep practicing. You're good. There you go. That was a little better. Better already. There you go. Now your single target is what we're going to work at a distance here, okay? In just a minute. Climb up again. Do the same thing. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go. It's already better. Sometimes all people need is just at least a little practice from the distance to know what to do. Try to go for a full spray. Try not to stop your spray. Go for the full
Okay.
spray. I'm gonna drop down. We're gonna do the same thing.
Okay, I need more ammo.
You're good. Go grab more. I need more ammo too. So your close range is really good. Don't overextend. Don't just wide swing unless you know you have the advantage. Try to be a little more strategic. As you start to face better players, it doesn't matter if it's me or anybody else. I would just treat every player as if they were good at the game.
Yeah.
Think of it that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So as you think of like every player being good at the game, you start to approach it a little differently. It doesn't mean to be more static. It means peeking and getting information and then getting the advantage and then pushing. Let's say you did 40 damage to me, then you ego push. You have the advantage at that point, right? I want you to always aim to have the advantage. All right, I'm gonna shoot around you again. And then I'm not gonna try to hit you. If I hit you, I'm sorry. Ready? 3, 2, 1, climb.
Taking shots.
There you go. That's better. All right, let's work on the wingman. Switch to the wingman at this distance. You're gonna shoot again. Okay. This is not a comfortable range for most controller players. It can be, depending on how much they practice. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Try not to chase me. The problem with controller, try not to chase around. There you go. Yeah. Think of it like Galaga. You ever played that game? It's a old person game. So I'm not old, but essentially it's like I'm gonna find your screenshot and put it in Discord. Galaga. It's that little alien game where you're like trying to chase.
Is that the whatchamacallit, the Space Invaders?
Yes.
Like that game?
Space Invaders.
Yeah.
Space Invaders.
Okay.
You don't try to chase me because I'm probably gonna switch to a different angle. Try to predict where I'm going to go. So just an image, right?
Yeah.
Prediction is key, especially when it comes to long range. And the longer the range, the more you kind of have to predict. Don't try to chase me, especially on roller. It's going to be a pain in the butt to try to chase somebody because you only have so much. So just try to predict where I'm going to go. Ready?
Okay.
Or when I say predict, don't chase me to the ends of the earth. Chase because where you know where I'm going to strafe in the center. So you see my strafe, just so you get it visually.
Yeah.
There's a centerpiece where I'm always like bouncing around. Like people, in case anybody's ever watching, this is the reality, is that people work in patterns. It's really hard for somebody to strafe without going in a pattern. It's harder to break the pattern. Even when you break the pattern, you go back into another pattern. People's brains are wired that way, so it's always a pattern. So if somebody rolls up on you and they start doing a pattern, they do a pattern. If they're going to move this, they're going to do it in a pattern. If they bounce back, they're going to do it in another pattern, right? Now, if you see somebody strafe like this and they go, like a crazy movement, it means that they practiced it to the point to where they break the pattern, right? But habitually, when somebody's panicking, moving up close, they move in a pattern. So understand that pattern and see where you're tracking me.
Yeah.
And then focus more on the center, because my pattern, even though I bounce back and forth, as long as you kind of aim towards where I'm going, you're going to land more of your shots. Prediction is key. You can work on your mechanical skill, your fundamentals, but predicting where a person's going to peek from, how they're going to strafe in front of you, and it's a battle royale, is going to be way better than, like, if somebody asked me if I would prefer God tier aim or would I prefer to have the master game sense of positioning, I would take game sense like 10 out of 10 times, like understanding how people move and everything, because then mechanics can always be taught and learned, right? If I sat here for a full year and practice mechanics, I'm going to naturally get better, right? That's just how it works. But if somebody tried to teach me game sense, it's really hard sometimes for people to understand it. And it took me a really long time to understand it myself. So let's go and climb up. This time I'm going to shoot back, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm taking shots.
I can't let me pass. We go again. Even if it means you have to pretty much slow things down so you land a shot, it's more important than rushing your shots. Okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna go again, and then we're gonna increase the distance. Okay? We're gonna go grab 30-30s, and we're gonna give you a controller's absolute worst nightmare when it comes to positioning. Okay?
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I didn't mean to fall. I'm dumb.
No.
Okay, but you see how like over time I'm moving the same pattern, even as I'm figuring out how you play, you move in the same pattern. You start to predict.
Yeah.
Now the
Yeah, I
hard part
understand.
about a battle royale, I'm going to point this out to you, is that every person you run into is going to be moving different. You may get somebody who does this. They'll climb up and they'll go like, and do something weird, and you're like, what the heck? You know, like how come they're not 1v1ing me? Or they may like move up here and they'll just like walk at you like a bot, right? And they may just move completely straight forward like this. And sometimes I can throw off your aim. I mean, sometimes I've run into people who I don't think understand how to play a first-person shooter, and I'm shooting around them because I think they're going to strafe and they never strafe. I'm like, what is this bot I'm running into? So that's where I say adaptability is very important to really making progress and improving. Otherwise, you're just going to stay, I guess you'll stay stuck. So adapting, knowing that, like, don't underestimate your opponent and look at how they move. After a certain amount of hours, you may ask yourself the question, how can you tell if somebody's good or bad at the game? Well, if you've seen a million, there's only so many different patterns somebody can do, right? Somebody can strafe like this, right? Somebody can strafe with a crouch. Somebody can do a small one. Somebody can just do a left and right and then pause. Sometimes pausing actually is overwhelming, especially when you're trying to hit somebody with a wingman shot. Somebody may just stand still. Somebody may march towards you, right? There's only so many different patterns, but if you understand all the patterns, then it's going to be a little bit easier. That's what, when you're on controller, those patterns are so key. So if I'm going around you like this in a straight line and you want to shoot me, so pretend I'm just arcing like this and just go ahead and like just beam me down, right?
Yeah. You want me beating me?
Yeah, go for it.
Shoot you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
They spotted me.
There you go. You see, it's just understanding the pattern, and you change your sensitivity depending on how you want to adjust and understand that pattern, right? But I mean, you got the shots, right? And then you can do it within your own pattern as well by strafing, by standing still. Like if you were just standing still and I just said, I want you to land as many shots as humanly possible in one mag me, right? I'm just going one straight line. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go. See? Right? Crazy, right? Yeah. So like, that you just apply the same logic if I'm doing a different pattern. So if I'm doing a different pattern and I stop, because somebody may do that. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. See how somebody may do something a little different, and then when they incorporate a rough strafe, ready? We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna do something different. 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. You see? It's just getting comfortable and understanding. Like some people get overwhelmed by the movement by thinking it's super fast or they're doing something super crazy or something. All right. But over time, it will click and it will get better. And that's when people adjust their sensitivities. I'm not going to give you advice on what sensitivities for controller because I've never used controller, but I've already seen a difference in at least how you're aiming and what you're doing just by like understanding my movement. And that's the key. Game sense is so important. If you understand game sense, you can make adjustments that work for you. Just because one sensitivity works for somebody else does not mean that it works for you specifically. Excuse me. Holy crap, I'm about to die. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's drop our guns. Let's grab a 30-30, and we're gonna put you in the worst possible scenario that's really annoying for controller players to work their way in, and I would say is the biggest advantage when it comes to being on MNK. And if you can understand it, you can work your way in with it, and then it'll get easier. So I'm gonna put your whatever magnification you want in the 30-30. I'm gonna put a 1x because I know I can land my shots with a 1x and make it harder for myself. You can put a 3x, you can put a 2x4, you can put a 2x, you can put a 1x2, whatever you want on it. Just throw something on there. What about B-hop strafing? Listen, it works. If you're gonna B-hop strafe and it, like, go for it. But if you're gonna shoot, sometimes it messes up your shot. I've seen people try to do movement and then you just beam them down because movement is predictable. They can jump up and they can do a super glide. What are they gonna do? If you have any aim lab or Kovacs experience and they go one direction, then you know what direction they're doing. The only reason why it works with certain players is they do it and they fly forward and they're not expecting it, which is why you do the super glide. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna start you all the way over here.
Contact.
And I'm gonna be over here, okay?
Let's go over there.
So you're gonna start up here. And the minute you make a mistake, you've seen this exercise, right?
I think so. Maybe one.
No, I got kicked out again.
Again?
I said, server, why is it doing this to me? How is the server running too long? Actually, I didn't invite. So, you're gonna start at that spot. We're gonna run back in, grab ourselves 30-30s. And then you're gonna work your way into a fight. Now on a controller, that's really difficult, but the goal is, as a controller player, you wanna close the gap because you're gonna be stronger closer. Right? That's going to be your goal.
Yeah.
I discovered that you have recoil smooth and not here if you straight, but also if you walk backwards. Sure.
What's up? Oh, you're talking chat.
Yeah, I'm in. Recoil smoothing is just a speed variation, you know? Like if you do recoil smoothing and you move at a certain speed, then recoil smoothing kicks on. It can be a little easier with a strafe, kind of, but it is a game mechanic. Yeah, 30-30. 1x mag. It's a firing range thing. I've never seen it until today. I'm not gonna lie. It's brand new for me. All right. Grab all the attachments in the world because I want you to have as much. Like, grab the skull piercer, grab the stock for you.
Okay.
The heirloom glitch happened to you? What is that? Is that the one where you have free heirlooms? I pretty much have all the heirlooms. Sadly. I'm not trying to say like I paid that much in this game. Okay. So the exercise, work your way in. If you're a controller player, you got to get in. Even if you're mouse and keyboard, you got to get in. The key is, let's say zone is pulling towards me and I have the best possible spot. You got to work your way in, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to stand over here. This is the best possible spot that I can absolutely ask for because my hitbox is small, right?
Yeah.
So your goal is to put pressure and work your way in. Whether you land shots or you don't land shots. If you miss, at least you're taking shots and you're working your way in, okay? Ready? I'm going to shoot back. 3, 2, 1, go.
Opening fire. They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Now I'm supposed to work my way in?
Yep.
Or do I...
All right, now I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do is you're gonna watch the VOD. I'm gonna show you what you did, and then we're gonna go in and I'm gonna show you what ideally you should do. Okay? So go back to my spot. I want you to see it from the other perspective.
Let's go this way.
Pinging away so it's out of the way. Ready? So I'm gonna show you what you did. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not gonna try to hit you this time.
Yeah.
You can hit me. Go to shoot.
Okay.
And then I saw you go over here. Shooting around you. Okay. So we're gonna pause here. I want to ask you the question: what is wrong with what I'm doing here?
You're making yourself too vulnerable and exposed. Like when I saw you over here, like I saw your entire body.
Yep.
And just,
especially over here.
like,
This is what you did. You were right here, by the way. This is probably what I remember replicating the most. I remember you were out in the open. Your hitbox around here was pretty good, up until you went this way, and then when you moved a little too far up, like around here, it felt like it was like here. Okay. So now let's do what would be ideal. The ideal would be to actually climb up top here, but I'm gonna go the harder route over here. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how what you want to do. You don't want to hesitate. You want to take shots, and you need to move in regardless of missing. So I'm gonna show you. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Getting shot at.
So I counted how many bullets you shot, and you're reloading right now from across. I could heal if I had heals here.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Cool.
Oh,
Down.
thought that was gonna work. I was just gonna go for the big ego challenge appearing out of nowhere. But I saw you shooting here, so I decided to just be somewhere random to see what you would do, like if you would land your shots or not. Okay, well, what I would normally do is like, yeah, you would run up, but I could have landed my shots there by just standing out in the open, but sometimes it throws people off, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so we go again. Now I want you to do that same thing. Even though I took damage, you see where I started making up the damage and then working my way closer and closer, you know?
Yeah.
Now there's some instances, it's very rare where it works, but it can work, is that if you throw, like I see you shooting here and anticipating me there, and I just stand here and I wait for you to peek your head. It can work. Well, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, if you're just trying to throw them off, because the spots that you're looking at are going to be, let's say, here,
Contact with target.
here, you know, other spots, and if I just stand out in the open, just right there, sometimes it's like, yeah. All right, so work your way in and do the same thing I just did. Because I know you know how to cut, you know how to slice the pie and cut angles, right?
Yeah.
All right, and do that as you work your way in. Even if you take damage, take shots. If you take shots, you don't peek the same spot twice. Why don't you peek the same spot twice if you take damage?
Because I already know that you're gonna be there.
Exactly. So don't do it. So you did it earlier. Do not do that. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Getting shot at.
Better. There you go. You see? That's perfect. That's exactly how you got to do it. I mean, I'm giving you the hardest hand possible because I'm on MNK and you're on roller, right? But even if you got cracked here, there's several things that could happen here, right? Let's play out the scenario that if you push and got cracked right here, right? What's gonna happen?
Close.
So if I am at full HP and I crack you, you instantly need to bat or use utility, right? Now if the person's up here and they crack you, and you crack them, what are you gonna do?
If I crack them and they're up here?
Yeah, and this person was right here, right around that angle. What are you gonna do?
I probably either push them or I just maintain. Actually, I push them.
Yeah.
because then
Let's say like they're by themselves, but like okay, let's add another variable because they're by themselves and you know that you can get them. You'd push them. Let's say they had a teammate here and they had a teammate here. What would you do?
I probably wouldn't push. I usually, when I know that there's like their team is close or has a good angle on me, I usually push when I get a knock for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a hard one because that means that if you peek this angle right here, even if you went right here, you'd be wide open, and that person is right here, right? So essentially, if you white swing here, you got this guy shooting at you, and you got this person shooting at you, even if they're half health. Let's say you run around the corner and knock this one. If you did a quick peek, maybe, and got them fast, maybe, just maybe, but then you would have to use utility to go back. Now, if this is your only option, you would have to isolate another person or have your team push in with you. You could bubble forward to isolate out, which is why people use bubbles. Or you all just kind of go around this corner and to the right as much as possible, or find a different spot. Or, you know, you throw your ult, or you nade them out.
Contact with enemy.
You know, any bit of utility to help pressure somebody out of an angle. It's really all you can do. But like the positions I gave, like if somebody here, somebody there, I mean, you're pretty much screwed. You know, like if you got all three of them shoving you, unless you got a full team, this what used to be a strong position becomes a weaker position. Even though like you control your hitbox and you have all this power, that if you're not spreading out, and I guess you can use this as a good example, that if you're not occupying space, this is what I tell everyone in guides, that you need to occupy space to gain power. Let's say you were down here, and I was up here, right? So go and stay down below, and I had this angle, and let's say I crack the guy right here. I go boom, boom. That gives you an opportunity to wide swing on the left, knowing I have your cross. So occupying space opens up way more opportunities. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind when we're playing. So we're going to go hop in game. I want you to think about that, especially as a controller player. When can you push and when can you actually make a play based on your teammates? If your teammates are really bad and they're not doing anything for you, most of the time you just back up. There's really not much you can do unless you know without a shadow of a doubt you can isolate somebody and then ego push them because you have the health advantage. Like you did around the box. I'm going to use the box as an example. Like, let's say you did 40 damage on me. I'm confident that you can go in and really make a play, make a push. Hey Trey, what's going on? It's good to see you, bud. But use the make those decisions in game of like whether you're going to push or not. So now that we kind of cleaned up or like given you example of like how you work your way in, this isn't going to apply right away, but I want you to, this is how I want you to think for like the next week of how you work your way into a fight and whether or not the push is worth it or not and how you capitalize on it. So let's go in game. I want to see what you do and how you do.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna do that for the next 30. And just because I make a mistake doesn't mean you have to make a mistake too. We call it, I guess, in competitive or ranked or whatever. It's just like you slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Wait. Or they say reset. That's a good one. Reset. Everyone gets healthy, or like if you reset because somebody got knocked, to just reset. You know.
Yeah.
It means your goal to reset is to prolong the fight, and maybe a third party will show up and help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So go and hop in game. Let's do this.
Okay.
Who's your main? Is it Wraith?
Horizon.
Oh, Horizon. Pick Horizon. Oh, you're used to Twitch? Oh, you can make an account and then rebrand it. You can brand your account. You don't have to use your real name. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, you're the one. You have the account name, but yeah, you can change it. Just turn it into a brand account and then just like name yourself whatever. Name yourself Mickey Mouse 1.0 and then like have Disney see you. I don't know. It was this guy. We are coaching people from the Discord. What we do is I draw randomly from people of the Discord, so then I can call them and have them hop in, and that's the goal. You know, I do this. Today's session is not even sponsored, so it's all free. It's the goal is always to give back to the community and not charge for any coaching. Coaching is such a unique thing, especially in a battle royale, because there's so many different variables that because of the different variables, I can point to somebody, you need to practice this, you need to do this, you need to improve on that, and then I think it's best for them to take away for like a week and let it all sink in. You know. I think that's the overall goal. And because these coaching sessions are free if somebody's watching, I hope that you may share a similar experience to somebody else and say, let me try that, or let me work on that and improve upon that as well. So that's why I share, and I leave the VODs all up for every coaching session. Some I like these are done live, so like I didn't sit with anybody prior. I don't know what input they're using or anything. I'm assessing as fast as possible through 1v1s and then giving quick advice based on what I see. And usually, I mean, people were, if they didn't get anything right away, they'll message me in a week and they'll say, oh, this finally started clicking for me. Like I know Whitest Cobra messaged me, or Mouse Bros. He messaged me and said it finally clicked for him and he started doing a lot more damage. It took him maybe, I would say like 2 weeks, but that's normal. You know, it's like as long as you can see it and it starts to click and you understand the pacing, then you start to play better. Gosh, the matchmaking is so unforgiving in this game. If you got somebody who's like a high MMR or something, it's ridiculous.
I get masters anyway, so it's.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, that's perfect. YouTube emotes are interesting. Thank you again, Alien. Keep up the great coaching, Daz. Learn so much every week. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for the 10, man. Thank you. Guys, if you're enjoying anything, don't forget to leave a like and show your support. It means the absolute world. Alien, are you in the Discord, by the way? I'm not sure if you're in the Discord or not. Okay, we drop. We look for guns. They're not there, so I'm gonna drop on the floor. There's a gun. Coming over to you.
Oh. No, the boss got me. I had her weak too.
You're good. I'm coming.
I'm about to finish me.
We're a team of two now. I've got your back.
Shields are recharging.
She's been a little more patient, I thought.
Fini. I downed an adversary. Planting fences. Anyone passes through here, you know. Another enemy.
Oh shoot. This is not good. I should have shot the Watson. They're both low. Except for the remnant.
I believe in Seer.
I didn't shoot. I should have shot the Watson, then target switched over to the other guy. I wouldn't have taken so many bullets all at once.
I just feel like I should have won that. Like I was having so weak. I think 40 flash.
Close. All right, we go again. So yeah, slow it down. Don't always like you're rushing, but take like we were talking with Duke, one step at a time. And then we take one step at a time, you'll get better and better. You know.
Okay.
Like I knocked the Watson. Now I made the mistake of not shooting the Watson first.
Yeah.
That Newcastle res is pretty clutch.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean Newcastle's kind of nasty, you know. The only thing I could have done was just shove and push, and that was literally my only option. I just should have shot the Watson first. Newcastle has fortified, so I was shooting him down, but by that point, I mean, the Watson was already low. I should have just finished her, and then maybe the Newcastle would have whiffed, and I could have reloaded, then finished him off, and then reset. The Remnant was going to catch up to me, but then at least the Seer has a 1v1.
Yeah.
So land where you know loot is, and sometimes don't always rely on the bins, rely on the floor, you know what I mean? Like, the second floor always has loot, the bottom floor always has loot, and the bin, sometimes you open a bin, it takes a second for it to open, and you may open it, and there may be nothing there, you know?
Hey, now, I didn't ask to be the best. I worked for it.
Still asleep.
You go again.
Do we, right, Newt?
Introducing your champion.
Your whole message turned into emoji? Where?
Can I say? I love what I do.
Does anyone else throw every charge rifle off the map? That charge rifle's so busted. All right, let's go again. So you know where guns are at. If you go inside the first floor and then the bottom floor. So go and drop.
Okay. Oh.
We do this for science.
Is it worth hot dropping a POI with amazing loot rather than dropping safe with mid loot? It's up to you. I mean, if there's only one squad, then sure. If we see there's like 5 squads here, then the chances of survival are pretty low. They're gonna beat us here. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go underneath right here instead. So you grab either the gun on the left or the right. There's one. Reposition so I don't die. And climb off the side up here.
Don't shield out.
Really get the flank right here. What the heck?
Stopping up their shields.
I'm almost out of hip. That's not good.
Shields recharging.
Did you knock one?
Beam down.
Yeah, I did. I'm lagging.
Oh, you're
I
lagging?
just got knocked. Yeah, I just got knocked. The Mirage dipped as soon as I knocked him.
So you go, oh my god, they did. That's hilarious. I got shot by another squad! That's from somebody else. Feels bad, I think. What's that Bloodhound? Maybe the Bloodhound? Oh, the other guy left.
Yeah.
Alright, we go again. You won your fight. That's good. Also won my fight. Our other guy didn't. That's okay. We go again.
Yeah.
This will
I
be
was
a longer
afraid
round.
I was gonna lose because I saw the lag and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, the Wraith just opened the door right on me. I just got shot from a mile away. I'm surprised she opened up the door, I'm gonna be honest. I just backed up like, yeah, I'll just wait. Try to be where'd you land there? I think was it on the outsides or was it inside?
I landed where the bins are, outside where the bins.
That voice in your head.
So that's
Land
where
inside.
Trust it.
Okay, I'll
Push
land
in, push in.
inside.
Don't be afraid to push in and fight for what's yours. So when like we're 1v1ing and I take height on the box, don't just fight for what's optimal.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the worst that can happen? You get sent back to the lobby.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's better to fight for what's optimal and get sent back to the lobby than fight with subpar loot.
Introducing your champion.
Well, I had a flat line, so that's why I think I was able to get that knock.
That works.
I'm the jump master.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna land somewhere a little different.
Trust me, we want
It's still gonna be hot. It's like usually dropping right off the rip of the
Let's go.
ship is always gonna be hot.
Yeah. I think they usually go rampart shit though.
Yeah, I got 3 teams there, or 2. We also have 1 team close by with us.
I'm here. First kill. On the bright side, it wasn't us. I found some materials. Sharing is caring.
I'm gonna work my way into this building. I think they're over here though. If I die, it's my fault. They're over there. I'm backing up. I'm gonna hit this right here.
I'm going this way.
I'm trying to find like a mid-range or something. Maybe better armor. I don't know what their armor situation is. I could go over there and they can have blues.
I'm
Level 2.
up top, so
Okay.
probably gonna down. There's a prowler.
Okay. I want to get this team over on the left first, or else they're right here. They're crossing. Cracked 1, 70.
Is broken. Firing.
One's more out in the open up here. That one's isolated. We need to push him.
Heard that.
Their Valkyrie flew back.
Darlings. The ring's closing soon. We've got some serious ground to cover.
Push him with me. Push him. Push him. Got her. All right, reset.
Charging my
Wait for the other guy. The other guy's coming. We got a 3v2 now. 70. They have purple. I hit him for 70 though. Different gun, man.
Recharging my shield.
I think there's someone behind us.
Pushing out a little bit.
Yeah, it's Valkyrie.
Okay, I'm flanking. I'm flanking.
Enemy shield broken.
Alright, I'm gonna pop shield.
Knocked one. Letting him shoot him in the back. All dead.
Well, look at that. We're in the top half.
So you see the biggest thing is finding those moments where there's like a reset potential. Like, okay, we knocked one. Get healthy. Look for the other 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, looks like the rest over there moving over. I barely have any heavy. You guys have heavy?
Nothing, though.
I only have 18.
Okay. I might back out from this just because we don't have a whole lot of resources. Went for 63.
Here's a havoc here.
Yeah, I didn't have much ammo.
Watch for them.
I think we just back out.
The champion
If we get
makes
close
poor
range, I don't have
choice.
enough ammo for this. Alright, let's back out.
Attention. Delivering care package.
I mean, they're probably at shambles too, to be honest.
Spotted.
Just
Yeah,
rotate this way. That guy, if he dies, it's on him.
Let's go that way.
I was so tempted to grab that because I have nothing with power.
I grabbed the bolt. I dropped the what's it called, the hemlock.
The heck?
I spotted. Shh. An enemy landed near me.
He might be running from a team. It's only 1. Let's push him.
Grenade out.
2v1 over here. We got it. Oh, shit. Trying to put on the game.
Just topping up my shields.
The shield's recharging.
He's over here on the blue band.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
someone shooting me in the back.
Go, go, go. Push, push, push. I'll go with you.
Shit. 45 purple.
I'm dead. I don't know. I didn't die.
I
Nice.
downed an adversary.
You should have won.
Reloading.
This won't hurt.
Covering.
Reloading.
I should be dead, chat, by the way. She had that.
Semi. Fence him out.
Shotguns. Dropping heavy here.
Heavy ammo here.
I'm using a Phoenix kit.
You need a kit? Oh, you got Phoenix. Okay.
Yeah, I got a Phoenix.
So, oh yeah, the
get
team's
it.
still up there. What the
No,
heck? Charge rifle, charge rifle. Go this way, go this
Yeah.
way. We gotta back up. We're gonna get pinched. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get
Great
pinched. The other team's
target.
pushing us. This way, go this way.
Let's go there.
We're gonna push back in a second. Let them fight. Let them fight. They will. And then we can go right back in.
Fence in position. The fence is complete.
Chill here.
Oh, no.
Chill here. Come back. Come back.
Keep off me.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I got you covered. I got you covered.
Alright.
All right. Top off. Do you need bats? Here's bats. Cells. Your cells. All the stuff. I'll cover.
Yeah, there's a seer, and there's another one over.
Yeah. Yeah.
on
We can
me.
work our way in now. They got their ult down. One of them turned into a box inside. Okay.
Watch yourself. There's another squad attacking. Strike out. Broken enemy.
Cracked one.
Reloading.
I'm using whatever Q this is.
Only you and me left.
Hit that one for about like I'm running low on light, man.
Reloading.
Arcing it.
A bit down.
Shoot. There's a lifeline running around too. One.
I downed an enemy.
That's the last of that.
Finish him.
I took out an enemy. Healing my wounds.
So I have a sniper with no light.
I have a bunch of light in my box.
Okay, I might res you. I don't know if that Horizon's part. What team she's a part of?
Heat shield deployed.
Can you drop me light when he get you up?
Help you.
Recharging my shields.
If you, there's plenty of light ammo in my box.
Yeah, yeah.
Patching
Here's my
myself
kit.
up.
Let's go there. I have their banner. We can restore their circuits.
Kinda good now.
Taking a moment.
Got a 2v2 now. Oh, they booked it. That's fine.
2 enemy teams left.
Oh, that other box had a battery.
Healing
Let's
my
move in.
wounds.
Let's move in.
Round 2. Beginning countdown.
Next ring.
Man, that was rough. The resources.
Taking a moment to heal up.
Oh my god, I'm flip flopping. I thought you were. I had a moment.
Locator incoming.
I thought you
Oh,
were
you
raged.
thought I was the-
Myself up.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the Verizon. I got.
I had a moment. I'm so sorry. Chat corrected me. I realized. I'm like, I could like a Pepega. Parsley ever live. I'm gonna go res you, dude. I guess because we were just in the tested firing range, I got like
Yeah.
Patching
confused.
myself
Taking a moment to heal up.
Let's go for it.
No, I wish I was there. I'll take that as a compliment, seeing that he had a master's badge.
I mean, you could be a masters. I believe it. Honestly, like no troll. I'm gonna res you down here just in case.
Thanks a lot. That's
Healing up. Eyes are open
Can you explain boosting for me? It's kind of hard to explain. Boosting what? I'm confused. Give me ammo. I'll
I
let you
think
live.
there's another team on the house above us.
It's fine. That's why I res you. You're gonna fly back a little bit. I'm covering. Oh, they res too.
myself up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The enemy.
Patching myself up.
Just holding him out right now.
Ring closing in one.
I gotta have it.
You're good. You're good. See if they shove me. Hit one for flush. They're pretty low.
Reloading.
Race pushing.
Far ring. 45 left.
Just want to wait one of them out. Okay, I'm gonna start fencing the first floor.
Yeah, I hear one of them's healing inside.
I'm fencing. Anyone passes through here, we'll know. Grenade coming in.
Got the bait there.
Need to recharge my shield.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's got a master. That's fun. Let's back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Take your care package. Take your stuff. Take your shoes. Nice. Oh, nice. That's a good port. Good stuff, man. Come here.
The ring's closing and we ain't in it. I suggest we move.
I broke an enemy shield.
Almost knocked the seer. Almost knocked seer. If I peek that by myself, I'm gonna die. Let's crack the octane. Nice, nice, nice. Back up. Back up and heal. Back up and heal. Don't push. Let me push. Get the bat off. That sucks. What the heck? Which one is it? GG's. Okay, there's always a duck and weave factor. Remember to always duck and weave.
Catching myself up.
So if you got a knock, you did your job. You did so good there, man. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That's why I told you to back up, because now it's time for me to like, if you got knocked too, then it doesn't help anybody. You know what I mean? Like, what if we got thirded? So always think like that. You did your job, back up and heal, and let somebody else push. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Need a rejuvenation.
Because that was perfect, man. That was mwah, chef kiss. You know what I mean? That's how you push. We were both ducking and weaving, going in, making cracks. You went in, got your knock. Perfect. Even if you need heals.
Going to phase.
I only have 6 syringes.
Here, I got you.
but-
You need a cut?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Really far.
Thank
What
you.
are you folks not used to
Take their stuff.
traveling?
Take their shoes. I know, it's like the most humiliating thing you can do to somebody. Take their shoes. That was beautiful, man. That was good. I like that. That was clean.
Thanks.
Healing up. Eyes are open now.
Now, if your teammates just don't make an opening, that's when you back up. You realize that I started backing up and I was like, you know?
Healing up.
Yeah.
The advice of back up and heal. So, dude, they do it at high levels, man. You just got to back up and heal. You did your damage. If I went in and did 150 and backed up and had minimal damage, okay, I can work my way back in again, you know? But you just don't keep overextending, because otherwise you're just going to get baited in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I just get like in pubs. There's been instances where I'll get like 3 knocks and I'll die, and then just like, no, that could have been like 3 kills. So I'm always like, so I want to get like a 20 bomb eventually, you know?
Yeah, and that's going to come with just playing smart, you know? The smarter you play, if you're alive, what's going to happen? You're going to get more kills, right?
Yeah.
So just get more kills. Stay alive.
Myself up.
How many guys have you said, so like, how do you get a 20 bob? Well, you gotta be alive. You gotta stay alive. I was like, well, no, duh. I was like, well, how do you do it? Well, this is how you do it. You gotta stay alive. I mean, it's hard to get 20 bombs in like master lobbies. Like that dude, by the way, we're not in comms and I can figure out what he's doing. I saw he went a port. He wants to play aggro. It's time to play aggro. You know what I mean?
Until it closes.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in comms to be able to read what your opponent's doing. Right now, this guy is pretty much pushing in like semi like, I guess he's an entry fragger. It'd be dumb for Watson to go entry frag. So he's filling his role. You know what I mean? Only got 1 squad. Nice.
Yeah. That should be good to go.
Wraith hasn't healed up. She's confident. Any questions? Because at this point, after this round, that'd be pretty much it.
I guess I just want to know, like, 'cause sometimes. Oh no, they're on me. They're
Yeah,
at the top right here.
Covering for you. Just getting run cover.
Charging my shields.
Moving in.
Charge in the air.
Taking an off angle. They
I
may know you're
think one of
solo.
them is.
Get one for 70.
Spotted an enemy.
Steers. Eyes on the target. A care package.
21. Another one's a Horizon. Shit.
Try crash.
Oh my god, dude. What was that? There's a Mad Maggie.
I got you.
Yeah, they're about to hurt me. I've never been on this team game. I guess I should have shot that faster.
Rise is down.
I've been down.
I don't know if I can win this. Can get back on height fast enough. They're gonna res. Shoot, I can't get up fast enough, dude. No, the Wraith left.
Healing my wounds.
Did you manage to knock one?
I knocked one. I don't think he did. The joys of not having a verticality legend. I'm dead. GG's. That sucks. It's all good.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess my only like, cause I just
So
I
the
guess
Mad
it's
Mag,
kind
you
of
push
like-
you get behind cover. We have the pressure on too. That's whenever you're able to ego and go fight for your 1v1, you know?
Yeah. I think because like the Mad Maggie only pushed me after the Horizon used her ultimate and threw a grenade, so I was trying to get out of that. And then once they saw me,
Did you
like,
shoot out the
struggling-
ultimate right away?
No, I didn't. I think
Yeah, you gotta shoot
I
it.
saw the grenade. I was trying to like, yeah.
Regardless,
I know.
I do it too. I do it too. You gotta shoot the ult out. If you shoot the ult out, that's how you get away. Remember my video where with like things that players do? Like you
Yeah.
just start screaming in the ult. Oh god, I'm gonna die! Like you gotta shoot the ult, man. It's faster. Just shoot the ult and
Yeah.
you can get out. And then let's say you got hit by the nade a little bit, you queue up and then you strafe left and right, and you pop your bat. And then you
That's
fly
actually what
forward.
I was trying to do. I was because I got hit and then like then they threw their ult, right, and then I saw the grenade, so I was trying to use my Q to get the hell out of there. And then the Mad Maggie, when she started pushing me, and I was like, oh jeez. And then that was it. That was all she wrote. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't think of any questions. I guess like my own. I mean, I kind of already asked you the whole 20 bomb. That's my goal. I want to try and get more kills. Like sometimes I like try and find people, and it's hard for me to like find people. Like I wander aimlessly trying to like
Go
get
to
killed.
where there's good positioning, and then you'll be able to gate people, and also find where other players are playing.
So like when the ring's closing, like kind of like what they did to us.
Yeah, I mean they were already
Or-
gating us. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even
Yeah.
see them up there. They were just hiding. I don't even know. I don't know how they got up there
Yeah.
or what happened. But yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
helpful. I mean, essentially you have to drop if you want a 20 bomb, you gotta have to drop hot. You have to drop hot and then win your ones. And when we're wanting in the test range, find somebody in the Discord who will spend some time with you and just 1v1 because you got to win your fights, right? And then if you want,
Right.
use utility and practice using it. If you're Horizon, practice queuing up and then shooting the target dummies. You should be able to pretty much closely one mag them with like let's say an R301, right? Let me show you an exercise that, like when I train Horizons. This is what I expect a Horizon. Let's go in the test range really quick. We got 4 minutes.
Okay.
This is what I expect out of my Horizons. Because I mean, realistically, this is how what people do anyways in game. I've seen this so many times. To Horizon. Okay. I grab myself, let's say, an R301 or flatline, whichever gun you want to use. That's like an AR, right? This is what you're going to be using when we fly up in the air. So put yourself a 2x4 or 3x, whatever your personal preference is. Put all the attachments in the world on it if you want. And then what you do is all you got to do is queue up and then be able to one mag these things down. You should be able to do that. If they're behind a box, dude, they stand still. People stand still all the time behind boxes. They stand still. You should be able to like mag that person down. And then swap back and forth and just keep going up over and over and over again until you're so confident one magging those guys down. And if you can't one mag them down, you got to keep queuing up and practicing, going up. This is a very specific Horizon exercise you have to do. You have to be able to do this.
I think my I practice this too, and I don't think I've used it in game yet. But when I do it, I do my Q, and then I aim at their feet, and then I kind of just keep spraying. Because usually when I aim at their feet, keep lifting upwards. So
Aim at their chest, not their feet. Aim at their chest and then control the recoil.
okay. But I think another thing I had a question with is because like when we were doing the exercise with the 30-30 and I was moving up, well, because sometimes like there are certain areas where it seems like it's really difficult to move up. Like even like in that situation right now, like how would I move up from that?
Here, right.
And-
Let me show you. So grab some armor. Let's say like you're in the open and you have height right here, right?
yeah.
And I have to work my way in. Like this is an open field. This looks like it's dog water, right? So go ahead and have height up there.
In that direction, darling.
The advantage over me instantly, right?
Okay.
Okay, you have the advantage on me, right? Without hesitation, I'm already moving in.
Another soft Soft landing.
And there you go. That's how you do it. You see how there's like no hesitation and just full on aggression to fight for what's mine, you know?
Yeah.
Even when it went up, I could have been better on my spray. I only landed 50 bullets, but you know, hey, sometimes you miss, you know?
Yeah.
But the same thing, like if I work my way in, let's say I'm further back, right? I need to put pressure. Let's say like I have to cross an open field to get to you, right? So let's go back to like the power spot right here. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, I can't land my shots. I'm screaming. But you see how I took your Q as like a counter? The greatest counter at Horizon is just taking their Q.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's how I did it. You see, like you just don't hesitate. You like just how you work your way in. There's spots like it's hard to hit me between these things. It's hard to hit me when I'm crouching behind cover and I'm taking shots. Right? You're out in the open up here. Like you would think that this is the best spot, but it really becomes not. You know. Especially whenever I close the gap and I have the advantage and I just full send you. You know what I mean? If I see you're isolated and your teammates are over here messing around, I'm going to push you without hesitating even for a second because I know that you're by yourself. And then afterwards, I'm going to loot your stuff, finish you, and then I'm going to hold and wait for the other few people to push up here, right? And then you go for another fight. You reset, you heal, and then you push forward. Priscilla, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Can we get some Nessies in the chat? Some love? Any other members? Some Nessies in the chat? Does that answer your question? Watch through the VOD and see, like, without hesitation and say, I have to push you a random spot up here, right? Like, how to work my way in. Let's say, like, you're up there. There's always something to hide behind to make yourself a little bit more difficult to hit. So, I'm going to go up there on that spot where the charger tower is.
That is a charge tower.
I'm not even going to shoot this time. I'm just going to, like, dodge and, like, use a bit of movement, but also, like, geometry and stuff to, like, block shots. So, let's say, oh my god, that's a rough spot to go up. So, you can shoot at me. Oh, what the heck? Am I stuck?
Yeah, I'm frozen too.
Yeah, I'm frozen too. The surfer died. No. I think the server's dead. All right, well, it is 102, and I got to get in NYX or Cryptusy. Yeah, timed out.
Okay.
But it's the same thing. I would use like a rock. I would use like the sign. I would use that little dummy post. I would shoot back. Then I would queue up, and then I would counter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
And you just don't hesitate. If you hesitate, then you're going to stand there, you're going to get shot. You got to go fight for some spots. And where does it seem like there's no spots? There's always something. There's always some sort of stupid little box to play around. And even if you got naded, you're like, oh, screw this. I'm going to queue up in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the beauty of Horizon. It's like, oh, it's bad. I'm going to queue up. So let's say the Mad Maggie pushed you. You took out the ultimate. You queued up in the air. You popped a bat. You swipe strafed left and right, left and right. If two people are shooting at you, it is our job as our teammates to cover for you. That means that Ash I was chasing had no cover fire. The Horizon should be full on focused to you without even hesitating. Ahmed, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, bro. I appreciate you. Message me. Let me know in a week how this goes. Let it sink in, okay?
Right.
Watch back the VOD, everything we covered, and then hopefully it'll help click a little bit more, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right, we'll talk soon, Hugh, all right?
All right, talk to you later.
All right, bye. All right, we're going to bring in the next person. You guys enjoying? If this is helpful, if the tips are good, I mean, comment if they're not. I mean, we're doing the best we can. I put myself in the hot seat because it's not like I'm highlighting like, oh, the best teaching moments ever. You're seeing it live. Like, this is a live stream. I'm trying to diagnose and figure out how to help others in real time, so you know, like, what you're getting is genuine. Any difference in playstyle between choosing Watson or Rampart? I mean, yeah, I mean, you got walls. You can play a little more aggressively out in the open by using a wall or extending it. Think of Rampart as like an extension of like a wall, so you can extend out a little more. That can be helpful. Watson can't do that. Watson can barrel in and use her fences a bit more and use her gen to kind of occupy space. Rampart can probably be more exposed to grenades. You know what I mean? see if they're ready.
Hello.
Hello. You good to go? We ready?
Yeah.
Cryptusy?
You can literally just call me Nix.
Okay, nice.
Like,
it's your fault. You named yourself that in the Discord. That's what you get called.
it was Urban's fault. Like, he greenlit it.
Oh, he did? What a psycho. I'm gonna blame him. Urban,
I mean, he's the
are
one
you
that
in
did
chat?
it, so.
Urban, how dare you? How could you do that, bro? Why would you do that?
It's like, I don't have the permissions to change my name, so.
So, we'll call you Nixie? Is that what you want?
I mean, that works, or just Nix.
Alright, Nix.
You don't have to sit there and call me Cryptussy for 20 hours.
I mean, might. Alright, Nix,
If
let's
you
do
really want to, I won't stop you.
Alright, do you have me added?
I do not.
Okay, Soar_Daz, if you can add me. How do
Alright,
I
let
practice
me
movement? By
open
going in the test range and moving around and just jumping around and just having fun.
I was on AIM Labs trying to wake up.
No, you're good. I've been coaching trying to wake up, so you're good.
Isn't it like 1 a.m. over there, though?
Well, it's 1 p.m.
That one.
It's a weekend, man.
It's the same thing, like.
Do I call everyone dude or man, so don't get upset.
Fine. It's like.
Sometimes I call my wife. I'm like,
have,
I don't
like-
know, man. I'm like, what's the?
I totally get it.
What
It's
is that one movie? Oh God, what is it called? I'm blanking on it. It's gonna hit me in a second while you add me. Oh my gosh. Big Lebowski. Well, that's just kind of your opinion, man.
I don't know if I've seen that movie.
You've
but I
never
recognize the
seen
quote.
the Big Lebowski? What a great film.
There's a lot of movie I haven't seen.
I'm a film buff. I have seen a lot of films. I went to school for musical theater. I've seen so many movies. Trust me. VB or VRBA, thank you so much for becoming a member. Let's get more Nessies in the chat. Holy crap, we've gotten so many members today. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. You guys rock. All right, you know the rules. 5 1v1s. Let's do this. Where are you? Where's your name? There it is. All right, Nix, let's do this. I gotta get used to calling you by your new name. Even
My
though it's
new
your old
name. I've had this name forever.
Yeah, but it's new.
Oh, man.
I'm a very simple-minded person. I see just one thing, and that's it forever.
I see. So you're saying by that logic, I should call you Desosy?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I hate it here.
I just saw you.
Wait, why are you a question mark?
I'm a question mark. Who knows what I am? All right, let's do
Yeah,
this.
here, check this out.
All right, grab yourself a R99, your favorite sight. What level 3 mag, no stock, and you're gonna grab yourself a winger doodle. I've seen that bug before.
Sight and no stock, or
Sight, no stock. Whatever sight you want. You can do
Okay.
irons. You don't have to do irons. Whatever.
and no mag.
Level 3 mag.
Level 3. Okay. Was there a second gun or no?
Yeah. R99 wingman.
Gotcha.
I need a gift so I can Nessie spam. The Nessies are amazing. Can we get more Nessies in the chat? We're dealing as part of the VOD afterwards. Urban exposed.
I mean, he did it for Hodel as well, so
True. He's exposed.
he's double dipped. So
All right, swap to Wraith, and you know the rule. It doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter if you lose. We just got to figure out how you play. That's the goal. Whichever side you want. Okay, you ready? I'm ready to
Yep.
die. You've been aim training, so I'm gonna lose. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. You didn't grab armor! You psycho! Go grab yourself armor.
I thought I was forgetting something.
I just shoot you into your
I was
face.
like,
I'm like, what?
I was like, there's no way you just shot me for like all my health in 3 seconds.
How do you lose to quit? Practice. You just gotta practice it. That's it. So grab that whole line, all that fun
Helmet
stuff.
here. Level 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's pretend that didn't happen.
If you want to be
Actually, no,
coached,
we'll blame Urban.
I draw through the Discord. I just have people sign up in the Discord. I do probably like at least once a month. Sometimes they're sponsored, sometimes they're not. Today is not a sponsored stream. I still just do them anyways. It doesn't matter if they're sponsored. Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
taking shots.
All right, 4 more. I'm gonna be doing different things to kind of see how you play. So I'm gonna try something different about every time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, the disrespect. I'm sorry. All right, ready?
You're fine.
3 more. 3, 2, 1, go.
Getting shot at.
Oh no. That was close. How many more? Is it 1 more or 2 more?
More.
How many?
2.
Okay, 2 more. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm taking shots.
Oh, I was gonna go for the melee. I shouldn't have done that. All right, 1 more, 1 more. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
You play much better when I play methodically. Just a little interesting little fact. When I play more aggressive, for some reason it's able to throw you off a little more. Let's try this again. Ready? It's past
All right.
post 5. I want to try something again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah.
Bridge time. All right, go again. You nervous?
Not really.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You don't have to be. I'm just asking because I'm putting pressure on you, and I'm just asking questions because I'm just trying to figure things out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so very interesting fact. We'll just do this again. Let me show you. This is so interesting. You actually play. Do you play competitive or something?
Briefly, I played competitive League for a few months, and I played a little bit of competitive Apex.
Okay. What's your highest rank? Have you hit Masters?
No, I hit D4 last season, and I like kind of called it because it was near the end of the split, and I didn't want to demote.
How long have you been playing Apex?
Season 2, but I never really got into it till season 14.
Okay. What's very interesting. Let me show you. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Firing.
So you notice something different there? You play way better when I play methodically and I play it slow. That's the reason why I asked you if you play competitive, because the minute I do this, let's see how you do. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. You almost got me. There you go. Better. It's like the minute I take the fight to you and I put a lot of pressure, it seems like that's whenever you falter a little bit. I don't know why. That's why I ask. It's like I feel like you play better when somebody plays smart against you. So let's try this again. Ready? I'm experimenting. I'm trying to figure it out. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, holy, let's go. You see what I mean? Like you play smart just as you know how to play smart. You know how to peek, you know how to do things, but the minute somebody rushes you or puts too much pressure, it seems like you crack a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep just wide swinging you out, and I'm gonna shoot around you, and I want to get used to just the player movement close range. I'd almost say like you gotta win. Like if you're playing competitive and you make a play, oh my god, my mouse is spinning out. I have hairs on my mouse pad. Okay, I'm good now. Is you got to be able to win more of your ones to make, let's say, try to make a play or try to make so then you can push off something. What legend do you play off your squad when you play competitive?
I play Crypto.
Crypto.
I've yet to get a team where we actually click with Crypto playing, so it's kind of in the air.
Okay. We can play Crypto in pubs, and I can see how you play. The thing is that you need. Because Crypto kind of plays similar to Watson. If you replace the Watson with, let's say, Crypto. Essentially, you're good at being like the support, but you need a good entry fragger. And if you get pushed aggressively, it seems like that's where you start to fall apart a little bit. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna white swing you over and over and over.
I've never been confident in mechanics.
Okay.
So when people like push me and stuff, and if fight's not on my terms, I falter a lot.
Okay.
Or I'll just not.
I'm gonna give you some aim lab scenarios. What were you just practicing?
I was doing, what was it? Tracking and I can't remember the other one's called six shot.
Okay. What we need to do, I'm gonna do some 1v1s, and I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna give you the heads up of where I'm going. Okay.
Let's go this way.
I'm gonna do 3 of them to the left. I'm gonna do 3 of them to the right, and then we're gonna go up here, and then we're gonna climb, and I'm gonna see how you do with that. Thunder Meow.
Okay.
Holy crap! The youngest Apex Predator in the game. Let's go. If you guys haven't, you guys gotta go check out Thunder Meow. He's an absolute beast and legend of the game. He's such a demon. Everyone knows who Thunder Meow is, right? If you haven't, you gotta go check out that video where we did an interview of him. He's such a beast. All right, ready?
Yep.
So we're gonna do. I'm gonna go 3 times to the left and then 3 times to the right. Let's start with the left first. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So a few things. You didn't unload your full mag on the R99 on me. Why'd you stop?
I wanted to use the wing gun. I didn't think much further than that.
Okay. So if you're commit to one weapon or the other and finish that mag, because otherwise you're just gonna.
Okay.
You're selling yourself short. I
guess.
don't even have any pressure put on me. There's no visual clutter on my screen. That's 1. 2. Don't try to shoot me as I'm coming around the corner. Wait until I'm at the apex of my jump and I'm settled, so you don't waste bullets. Okay? It is much harder to hit somebody who is mid-flight than it is to hit somebody at the apex of their jump. So I'll give you an example. If I'm jumping overhead, you don't try to shoot me when I'm like right here. You try to shoot me when I'm at the apex of it. So if I'm doing Kovacs when they're bouncing up and down, you wait for them to be at the apex of their jump, right?
Yeah.
If you're aim lab, Kovacs, whatever, it doesn't matter. But they're always just bouncing up and down. But when they're at the very peak of it is whenever it's easier to hit them. And you're doing the same thing when somebody does a super glide, when somebody wide swings you. You wait until you can assess the movement. You just don't try to shoot without you understanding what's coming at you, right?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Same side. All right, slow down your shot. Don't try to hit me. Like the Matrix will say, don't try to hit me and hit me. All right? Meaning, stop trying to shoot me. Aim, just calm your shot down and aim right in the center. Okay?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Much better. Much better. I'm gonna go on the other side now, okay?
Alright.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. When it comes to wingman shots, slower is better until you can pick up the pace.
So would you say the R9's a better to start with then?
It doesn't matter, honestly. If you feel confident you're gonna land all your R99 shots, sure, go for it. If you feel confident you're gonna land your wingman shots, then go for your wingman shots. Wingman has higher bursts, realistically. If you can land both headshots back to back, you're gonna drop somebody like no other. But most of the time, people miss with their wingman shots. You know what I mean? I miss, pros miss. It just happens. That's why people open up with the R99 to secure like guaranteed damage rather than whiffing and not doing anything. Because sometimes people can go like this, and they go boom, 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 and then they get one mag down, and then how much damage do you do? I didn't do anything, bro. You know,
yeah.
You at least want to secure something. That's why sometimes people run up with the SMG first and go with the wingman for cleanup. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I know Sonar used to give you an aim lab. I'm gonna send you like a set of 5 to work on. For close range at least. So we're gonna do now. We're gonna do the same thing.
Could be loot here.
A 6. So for your wingman, I would do multi-shot ultimate. I'm gonna type these out for you right now. For wingman,
okay.
Multi-shot ultimate. For tracking, I would do. I guess for R99, I would do micro, star, track, precision. I gotta think on the other 3. I want to figure it out based on how you do with this. All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Shot at.
It'll help you with the pressure. I think what happens is that you get into a rhythm and shoot, so I want you to climb up and start shooting. Multi-shot ultimate is going to help a lot with this. You ready? Climb. 3, 2, 1. Wingman only. Wingman only. I'm not going to shoot back. I'll shoot around you. Just keep it calm. And just focus on landing the shot. And take as much time as you need to. There you go. Better, better. Let me pull up aim lab in the background real quick. Let's see aim lab scenarios. Aim lab. There's one I want you to work on it, but I'm. Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's a Valorant one. Ah, this is my article. That's funny. I typed in aim lab, and this is one of the scenarios. Is one of them that article that I've recommended. That's funny. Oh, hold on one second. I'm gonna load it up afterwards. I don't want to waste any more time.
All right.
So there's a tracking scenario within Valorant I want you to do. Most of them are going to be Valorant based, and the reason why is because I want you to focus on your precision. Let me jump over your head. Let me see here. Ready?
Check out right here.
Let's see how you do with this. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, try to shoot me while I'm flying over. Try to track me. Use R99. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let me show you what it's supposed to feel like. So I'm gonna jump over me. Ready? See? Because the movement's predictable, right? At least you can get half the mag because you're just running right at me. So know that I'm coming and like just already start tracking. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Always know that it's coming. You're good at predicting. Once you get used to this, it'll be easy. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth over and over again. Don't worry. I'm just gonna keep just like as if like I'm going down a slide. Oh, I know what scenario to give you now. There's two more I'm gonna give you.
I'm taking shots.
Spider shot 180. I need for you to get used to your 180 spider shot. I think it's ultimate. 180, I think. And then there's a Valorant scenario that I need to follow up on. Title question mark. There's two of them. Okay. So I'm gonna link you the other two scenarios. Let me heal up, and I'm gonna keep jumping over your head. Okay. I think most of your stuff has to do mechanically. I'm gonna have you work your way into a fight as well, so I can see how you do. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm just gonna keep running back and keep going again and again and again and again. You know I'm coming. I do the same thing every time. It doesn't change. There's only so many variables. There you go. Yes, 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 yes. Better, better, better. Get used to moving your whole arm.
Walking backwards probably helps a lot too. I need ammo.
You're good. But you see what I mean? You gotta...
Yeah.
The movements don't change in terms of what players do. I mean, they kind of do, I guess you could say, like with a tap strafe. But like if I ask you the question, how do you shoot somebody who tap strafes a lot?
You shoot the middle where they're going to probably tap straight back to.
Yes, not at the start.
Otherwise,
so like, there you
go.
They hover.
Otherwise, they're not going to make any distance.
Yeah, they hover. That's when you hit them, when they're in the air and they hover. So the same thing when I'm jumping overhead. You know what to anticipate if somebody's jumping over, right? Because that throws you off, and then when people go around the side like this and they tap strafe and they throw you off with their movement. Don't worry about the initial movement. Focus on trying to land the shots once they settle down a little bit, right?
Me. I'm taking.
So if you jump over my head, go ahead and heal up. Hear footsteps.
I think part of the problem is I'm waiting for you to be above my head to shoot you instead of shooting you on the entry. Shoot
on the entry.
And back strafing. Or
if somebody was ever pushing you, you would never give them the opportunity otherwise, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm running at you, let that lead. Let it lead into the shot as you go over. Mm-hmm. Remember, there's the pre and the absolute apex, right?
Yeah.
Never let somebody get the, like, you can hear the footsteps in the audio for the most part. I mean, it's apex level. Mm-hmm. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey, Cookie Monster, what's up, dude? Hey, Chelsea. 3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Better, you see? Lead it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go again. There you go. Let's go. Better.
Yeah, I was standing right under the ledge and waiting for you to be above me.
You can do the same thing there, but I mean, realistically, you got to set yourself up for success, right? So if I do that, try to like push me on the other side. It's definitely harder. It's not impossible. You just gotta listen for footsteps. Yeah, see, that's really difficult. You're giving yourself no reaction time to do it. So I'm gonna jump over again. Yeah, it's very difficult. I would think of it this way. So in Valorant and CS:GO, people think that people have insane aim, right? Where their like reaction time is what's the word I'm looking for? That they have god tier reaction time, right? I mean, reaction time is part of the equation, so I'm not going to say that's not important. But the thing is that if somebody knows where they're going to be at statistically, and they can set up for the shot, you don't have to react as fast if you know how to set up and you can predict. So if I'm already backing up a little bit, and you solved it for yourself. I was waiting to see if you would get it. I mean, you start to solve things, and that's the thing. When I try to coach people, I want you to understand like how you do it, what you do it, so that you're self-sufficient and you don't need me, right? Like realistically, if I didn't let you do that, then I mean, then you would bait somebody in and say, "Ha, now you have to pay me over and over again." Well, that's why like I do these for fun, for like coaching sessions, because I want you to step away with a tool set so you don't ever need me ever again. I mean, that's probably bad for content, because then you're like, oh, I know how to do it now. But I mean, at the same time, like, I mean, hopefully people still watch. I don't know, but that's what I do. But nonetheless, you set up, you preemptively know, like if you keep peeking left and right over the box here, and I get my intro shot and 25 damage intro, right, and I reload right after. Ammo management, knowing when to peek, when not to peek. We go back to the way Duke was peeking, right? I know you know how to peek because I've seen it. Yeah, you already do it. Yeah, so you're good. Like, you know how to peek, you know how to do quick shots. It's just a matter of if somebody throws you off once they do the damage because they're going to wide swing you and they're going to push you because they have the deficit, what do you do to counter it, right? You don't put yourself in the worst case scenario. You make sure you have a strong mechanical aim. Like, as I kept doing this, you already started getting better with it over time, right? Go to keep shooting. Go for it. And it only gets easier and better as you start to get better with the confidence there. Just takes a little bit of time. All right, I'm gonna give you something really difficult because I know you play competitive. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna give you the hard mode of this exercise I like to do. Thunder Meow has the same, I guess you can call it same problem. But then again, a lot of pros do. So you're gonna come over here, grab a longbow, put your favorite absolute long range sight on it. Whichever one is going to be your best. You're going to put a gold mag, just put everything on it. Deck the living heck out of this thing out, right? And then we're gonna fight, and you're gonna work your way in. And I want to see how far I can push your methodical play.
One gun, right?
Yeah, one gun, just longbow. I'm gonna push you a little bit. Let's see.
Longbow.
We know what you need to work on mechanically.
Yeah,
everything, all the way
okay,
up. Everything. Deck the living heck out of it. Make it your strongest weapon. 4x8. Nah, I love the 6x. It's my favorite.
I can see it. It's consistent no matter what.
Yeah.
It's always the same. No variables.
Facts. All right. This is hard for. I always feel like pros really struggle with this, and this happens to be one of my strengths because I did a lot of sniping in other video games, like Battlefield and stuff. So we're going to grab a bunch of ammo, come back. Now, we worked on some of your close range stuff, so work on that mechanically. I'm going to send you a bunch of exercises, work on those exercises for a week. Come back to me, let me know if they were helpful. If not, then I'll try to reassess and give you something a little different. I might just 1v1 you again and see how you do close range. But at least we've assessed when you're under pressure, we just got to work on some of your mechanical skills to slow it down. So what we're going to do, you're going to work your way in. You're going to start at that ping there, and I'm not going to go easy on you whatsoever, all right? I know that you know where I'm at. I'm pretty sure you know how to play methodically. I'm going to see how methodical you are, and I'm going to push that a little bit, okay? So I'm going to ping away. You work your way in towards me. And then if you die, then we swap places. Ready? 3, 2.
So you're over here at the looting ping?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Contact.
Oh, you're right there? Okay.
Heard that.
Ready? I just pinged away so it's not blocking your screen. I don't want it to block you. Ready?
Gotcha.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cancel that.
Oh, let's go. You forgot one part of the equation, though. You didn't work your way in.
Trying to get to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to swap. And now you got to push your way in. Because you pretty much, like, so let's say you got the knock, and now you got to push your way in. So you, at least I know that you can shoot methodically. Swap place with me. I'm going to work my way in so you can see it.
Okay.
Because all you did was peek from different angles. You did it well. I'm not going to lie. You did it well. I knew you would. I figured as much because of, like, you played competitively. So I was like, okay, so at least you know how to take shots. So ready? 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
go. So this is a whole different story here when you were getting pressured. So I figured that you would do pretty well as long as I was static and using my hitbox, but notice how I worked my way in and put pressure on you. You felt this before in competitive, right? Whenever a team is making their way in and just putting nonstop pressure, right?
Usually ends up with bad team coordination. We're already boxed in a room and they just frag us.
Yeah. Which means that somebody needs to hold the height of the building, right? I'll give you
Yeah.
we'll do another example, but work your way in and do the same thing, right? It's easier whenever you know where I'm at, but you have to be able to put the pressure and work your way in and bounce between the two. Because if you're just stuck in one spot, any good player is going to be able to dwindle you down. That's just the reality. Just like being stuck in a building, like you just said, like you already had the answer. It's like the worst possible scenario you can be put in. It's super annoying. I'll give you an example. Let's come over here. This happens all the time in competitive, and it drives me insane when I see teams play like this. I'm like, are you gonna fight for anything? Like, are you just gonna stay clustered up in a building and thinking that anybody's gonna give you anything? So come over to me.
Making contact with enemy.
Okay. Usually what they do is, like, you'll see a team, there'll be one guy here, there'll be one guy over there. They'll start to box him in, and they're like, oh God, what are we going to do, guys? We're stuck. And they start nading him, and they start gassing him up, and then they try to take roof, and then one gets isolated, they go down. The other two are down below, and then they breach the building, and they throw Mad Maggie ball in there. They throw nades, and then it's over, right? Realistically...
My experience was barrels and fences, and inside the building, no presence.
Yep, exactly. So realistically, the answer is they have to play outside of it, right? You need to play outside the building up here, up top, before they even take space. You want them all clustered over here. You want to make sure that nobody runs up on the right. So if they start to run up on the right, you say, this guy's ISO, push. This guy's by himself. He's so bad. He's trash. He's garbage. And then you knock him, and the other two teams are like, oh my God, George went by himself. He got egoed and got knocked. And those people are over there by themselves, and they try to push, and then like you got a whole different gameplay, right?
Yeah.
But you gotta fight. You gotta fight for it. That's the biggest thing. So let's say, what do you do if you're trying to ego your way out and they're working their way in? So let's give an example. So hold the height up here, and then I'm gonna ego challenge back with the sniper. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Cracked him. Push. He's almost cracked. Push him. Dude, he's so low. Push. That's what the other team's screaming right now, even though he had height, right?
Getting shot at.
Yeah.
So I call that counter pressure. Let's say you're stuck in a building. That's what you got to do. You got to claim space and just start aping. This is what, if they see like any sort of weakness, even though you have the advantage there, pretty much what I'm doing is I'm slicing the pie and I know exactly where you're at. I'm pretty much using the same exact thing that you did to me all the way in the corner over here. What would consider be the strongest spot now becomes one of the weakest spots. So just like we did over here, I know exactly where you're going to peak because there's, like you said, there's only so many variables that somebody can peak from, right? And because of that, I'm able to dwindle you down by peeking from different angles and throwing you off. The thing that you struggle with is the different variables, and you have to be ready for those variables at all times. So let's swap places.
Let's go this way.
You're going to be down below, and I want you to peek from different spots. Naturally, I already know how to do all this, and I'm using, like I said, I'm not giving you any sort of advantage, and I'm also putting myself at a major advantage because, like, this is what I love. This is what I love doing against teams. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Firing. They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Better. You see? Look at that. Landing some shots. You should be able to kill me, or I'll kill you first. There you go. Okay, so essentially, now because I like with every bit of knowledge, there's always a counter. So my counter is by having a small hitbox. If I know you're down here, there's only so many places you can peek from. If we're gonna analyze this like chess, you can side peek from this really quickly like this and peek quick on the right. You can peek from here. You can sneak in here and then peek from there. You can bounce back and forth and peek over here. You can climb up top and go to the back and maybe take a shot in the back, then peek over here for a small hitbox. You can climb up here and just go full ego and then peek from up here. You can go on the right over here and then peek from over here. If you want, you can push a little forward right here, use the wall, and you can peek from here. You can peek on the left side. You can peek from there. You can peek, move up, peek from here. You can peek from there. So there's a lot of different variables. You know, like I think we just pretty much covered just about every single one of them that's a little logical that you can do. But if you understand what all those variables are, that's how you counter somebody who's trying to ego push. And so if you're down below and you know all the variables, the fastest thing you can do, just like we were talking with Duke, is to do those quick peeks. Remember how I said like you learn them at an early level and then you start to mash them at a high level. So if I wait for to slice the pie and you hold the angle, like hold the angle there.
Getting shot at.
There you go. See how we're both doing quick shots? It's like, it's such a fast peek, but we're both trading damage. You know what I mean? It's literally just playing peekaboo. At that point, you either have to worry about latency, you got to worry about like what gun they're using, magnification. I mean, if you get beamed twice and it's like, oh, heck no, I'm going to heal up, I'm going to wait. You know what I mean? At that point, you're playing competitive, you're dwindling down the resources slowly but surely. So if I go again and I peek, headshot, now I can peek from a different spot.
Getting shot at.
At that point, then people like
Going to phase.
go push in, because at that point you're popping a bat, you know? And I could pop a bat here. I'm like, I'm on equal footing, I'm here, I'm with him. Dude, he's still flash, he's so low, he's so low. See how I peek from a different angle? Don't hesitate whenever you peek, right? That's what you have to incorporate. So what I encourage you to do is watch the VOD and see from both perspectives. I think both perspectives really help to see like what the other side is doing and how they're peeking and what they're doing. So while I'm giving you for every tip I give, there's always a counterplay to ego, which is when I did this with, who was I just doing this with a second ago? It wasn't with Duke. It was it with Duke? I think it was, where I just stood out in the open and I peek like this. Sometimes you may anticipate the variable of peeking from there or there, and I might just do a stupid variable and just stand out in the open and just ego challenge. Like if I just like straight up, like I've seen people do that in competitive, they're just kind of like, man, screw it. I think my aim is better than this dude. This guy's whiffing his shots. I do this in actually like when you play lower elos, and you realize like, oh, they're bad. And sometimes it punishes you because they pretend they're bad or something like that, and they land all their shots. You just kind of say, man, screw it. You know what? Full on ego challenge. I win these all day. And then if you miss your shots, and you miss your shots, you know what I mean? But it can work. Like I said, for every tip I give, there's always a counter. And then for every counter, there's always another counter, as long as you understand that. Any questions?
Not really. I'll probably think of some like 3 hours later and be like, oh snap, I forgot.
Yeah, and then just DM me.
Yeah.
All right, work your way in now. With all that knowledge. Whether you miss your shot or not, your goal is to work your way towards me. You gotta have momentum, you gotta have pressure. Worst case scenario, you get flush and you're closer, right? The goal, if you have resources, is to use those resources to close the gap. That's what those resources are for. If you got bats, you got Phoenix kits, you use those resources to move forward. You don't use those resources just to stay put, right? If your intention is to take their positioning and to move them off, then that's your goal. If your goal isn't to do that, then you shouldn't be pushing in or shooting anyways, right? At least that's when everything competitive. Sometimes they're like, why are we fighting this if we're not gonna, like, is the intention to kill these guys or not? If we're not here to kill these guys, then we're wasting our bullets, we're wasting resources. What fight do we actually want to take? That's a conversation you gotta have with your team all the time. Like, what are we trying to fight for? Like, if they're fighting up here and you know without a shadow of a doubt you want to hold that height, and it seems like they're distracted, then you go up, you horizon Q, and you shove the living heck out of that spot, right? All right, so work your way in. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know if you're on. Okay, you are. Or don't backtrack. I want you to work your way in. Like, get towards me. Everything should be the intention to get towards me, like the momentum I use for you.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Alright, heal up and go again. Let me show the optimal path. The optimal path would be using this. And go
I think starting. Oh, really? The tower?
I mean, realistically, yeah. I'll show you. Follow my footsteps.
Oh,
I'm gonna show you two. Because essentially you backed up, and you don't want to ever just back up in space, because when I see this in ranked, I see somebody back up, it says to me, they don't know how to hold positioning, I'm gonna go shove them. They're backing up. They're giving up. Go push, right? So let's show you the most optimal path. Technically, if you got shots here, you move your way in. You go left right here, because this is the most optimal way. You take another shot. You use this cover as cover here. It blocks, it blocks, it blocks. And now you can control the hitbox up here, right? Where'd you go? Follow me?
I was just watching you from low ground.
Okay. And then when we're here, you see how now their full body is exposed? This is the best possible spot, realistically. Statistically, that's the best spot. Now, let's say this building doesn't exist.
Making contact with enemy.
Let's follow our way in, right? We slice the pie here at this angle, that crevice, until their body, and then boom, maybe their head's there, maybe their head's there, maybe their head's down, we work our way in out. Now right here, from this spot, you slice the pie again, from right here.
Contact with target.
Headshot him, move back here. Instant cover. Move up a little bit more. They have 0.1 second to hit you. You peek again, slice the pie, maybe they're there. Wait for them to take a few shots, confuse them. Maybe peek from over here thinking they're going to peek over there, take a shot there, juke them, then run across. They have 1 second to hit you. They hit you for 55 damage, not a big deal. You can heal it. Now you slice the pie here, you can take a shot, move forward again. And now you're close range, right? All right, go again. Let me see you do that.
Okay.
And then we're going to do at least one round where you play crypto and I can play aggressive or something. I'll play Horizon. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
It wasn't the optimal path, but at least you pushed in. Proud of you. Keep going, keep going.
Yeah, I got lost.
You're good.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Better. Good shot. That was better though.
Enemy down.
So the moments that you feel like you get lost, remember this is just a training environment. Imagine what this feels like when you're actually playing competitive and you're looking for spots, right?
Yeah.
Slice the pie. Think of your vision like a 90-degree cone and slicing the pie, so you can see more. Not see more, not the person, but you can actually see more. So you're just kind of like peeking pie in the corner. That's why they call it slicing the pie. Okay.
I confess, I was standing here and I thought I was standing here.
You're good. I was wondering. I was like,
when I went to the when I went to the beams over here, it wasn't there.
Yeah, you're good. All right, let's go do a round. You can play crypto and I'll play. I guess I'll play Horizon.
All right. One of the struggles I'm having with crypto is recognizing when I can post up to get a juicy EMP and when I should just raw it or like raw throw it in the middle of a fight and just EMP around a corner or something.
I gotcha.
Like balancing just initial drone throws and then actual drone time is hard.
It is. It's crypto's a high skill legend, and it has a good crypto can make change the game. A bad crypto can get pushed and absolutely destroyed. So.
My favorite way to look at it is a good crypto is 1.5 players and a bad one's half a player.
Yeah.
Because they'll either spend too much time in drone or not at all.
It's like having a good Watson versus a bad Watson. You can feel the difference. It's so noticeable. Whenever like you would have to have a really bad Horizon, like the one that just doesn't know what they're doing at all.
Yeah. I don't know. Standing inside a building for 15 minutes is fun. I don't know what you're talking about. Like.
And even if you're playing crypto, you hold the roof of the building. You know, you're like, your intel. Unless you're going your drone, then you go elsewhere.
Yeah. But I don't need to be in drone for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's trolling.
I would say your best bet after working on those exercises is drop hot and keep getting into fights and dying. You understand how to push and make plays, and I see it. Just get used to your surroundings and geometry and then capitalize more on it. And then hold those aggro spots. What the heck? Hello? Who is she doing? Oh god, I need help. Thank you.
Yup.
That was the last one.
Scam running charge rifle for the memes.
Don't the huddle.
I'm fine. Just fixing up. Signaling the drone back.
I can't climb because I'm bad.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
I still can't climb because I'm bad.
Next ring's really far.
I got 2 syringes, Unity.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Move here on the left.
Been there.
They got the champion.
Pull the trigger.
Moving up. Did a little damage, not a lot. So we got info. So like crypto's info, but if we have info, we don't need more info. We just work our way on, right? I'm swapping guns.
60 seconds before the
Not
ring
the best
closes.
idea, but I'm doing
Bring
it
us up.
anyways. This team isn't occupying space outside for some reason. I don't know why. So we're just gonna move up. So I'm trying to call out like what we covered.
Listen,
So if I get
ring's
shot
not
right here,
exactly
for all
what
those
I'd define as
horizons
close.
watching, you just queue up and then do
45
damage.
seconds till she closes.
Attention. There is a
I'm gonna queue up anyways. I don't know why they're not here. Were they
Watch
that
my back,
scared?
pals. There's a new kill leader out there.
Hello?
You probably just scared people off fundamentally with Fred Trail.
Maybe. I got bamboozled because I'm dumb. Why would they run?
Adding an extra pair of eyes.
And there you go. Yeah.
There's
2 squads.
someone nearby. Backing out of
Okay,
my
I'll
drone.
just go play aggro.
Apparently you can cancel drone by climbing.
On me.
Oh yeah, I hear them northeast.
Cracked one. Use your cover. Use your cover. I got you. Heal up. Heal up. You're good. You're good. Got one. Heal. Heal. You're good. You're good.
Enemy down.
I'm fine. Just
They're getting thirded. We're good. Chill. I'm gonna kill the barrel for you.
I don't have great cover here.
Yeah. Don't worry. You're good.
recharging my shields.
Right here. Mirage.
I'm backing up. You got light?
I do not. I got heavy shotgun.
Alright, take height. Take height. Take height.
We're in the top half. Couldn't have done it without you, pals.
EMP's 93.
They dropped the
Alright.
care package. Got one of them.
Fuse. 70 fuse.
Okay, nice. Working my way in. Can you follow?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use our Q and we're gonna queue up on him, okay?
Alright.
Queuing.
Another
Back one in the back right there. I'm gonna take the ultimate height up here.
watch it waiting. Right here.
14 flash.
Got him.
Got him.
For the last guy. Just gonna use one cell. Oh, there you go. Wait. The heck?
Fake.
Is it?
This one over here is real.
Okay.
By the rock.
Ulting him.
Singularity deployed. Mind your car keys.
GG's.
Shield recharge.
Let's
R3
go.
is light.
Yep.
Let me know if you see an optic. I don't like the iron side and flatline.
Okay.
Give me a second. Fixing up.
So that's if you have somebody who's like an example of like having somebody who's aggro. Now, if I remove myself from the equation, you have to take different angles to be able to find openings. So the angle you took was fine initially. Practice pubs the way you practice competitive. So the way you 1v1 me earlier, taking smart angles of the box, you were holding the pillar and then you wide swung it and there were people there. I was already holding a small angle on the left and like taking small shots, you know what I mean? So I'm calling it out because I want you to be aware and it's going to take a
There's a
little
respawn here.
Okay, yeah, we'll push it. They're zipping. 2x4 here.
Optics here. Mid range.
Thank you.
You want a 3x instead?
Got some materials.
This is fine.
Okay. Let's rotate. I don't want to fight this no
I
info.
could use the practice of this optic anyways. I always skip it.
I'll cover.
He's shooting at me from over here.
We gotta work our way in.
Shields.
I dropped off a little sooner just in case they push or something.
Yeah.
light mag and light ammo. Fortunately for pubs, crypto has less of like power, but you can still play really smart, you know?
He's got a lot of play similar to Mirages, ironically, I've heard. Where you can peek corners with drone and people shoot it as if it's a decoy because it gives information and it's something you want to kill.
True.
And it latches onto walls.
Should be like right here somewhere. Let's keep working our way in. If they shoot us, they'll queue us up. Hey, Thainu, what's up, man?
Speaking of, that's another thing I struggle with. I always end up lagging behind by at least 5 seconds.
You've watched the streams of when I'm watching, right?
I actually have not. You
oh my god!
Like,
you don't watch the VODs? I'm screaming, I'm crying.
My bad.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Make sure you write a like 30 paragraph Twitter post about it.
I will.
And call me out.
I'm like, Nick's just doesn't watch my content and came in for coaching and just doesn't like me as a creator.
Yeah.
So my recommendation is to watch a little bit of my Watson gameplay. I always play super aggro and like push in and find a way to work in. So it's maximizing on your slide jumping. That's one. And just without hesitation moving towards a certain direction and being very self-aware of your teammates. Like, I mean, when I say self-aware, I mean like super self-aware, you know? It's like without hesitation, like, oh, I could use more loot, screw it, I'm moving in. Moving in and getting positioning is more valuable than running for a light mag. Unless you scream at your teammates, please slow down. I want to grab this light mag. Or I say, if you push them by yourself, you're dead. That's what I tell people whenever I actually just want something. I was like, you go by yourself. If you die, it's on you. That's what I joke around with.
Yeah.
We're in the middle promenade. We're asking for it.
I'm gonna check banners real quick.
Okay.
One team.
I'm gonna scream at you from where you're using your crypto drone.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, you stood right out in the open. I want to scream.
I was
at least find cover.
Detecting teammates. I was detecting teammates with 2 methods. Or players.
Yeah, literally, you stood out in the open. Like if you get shot at, like,
I gotta use my eyes.
We're literally in promenade. Look, what did he see? That could have been you.
It wasn't me. What do you mean? I took like 70 damage.
I mean, like right over there. They like holy. I mean, it was you, but yeah, that's funny. Oh, there's zipping. Destroyed one. Almost knocked the Horizon. Oh, please take that Q. Take that Q, Horizon. Do it.
47.
Got her. Popping one cell. Here. Jeez, let's go. So what did I do there that countered that so fast?
You took her Q?
Beforehand.
Oh, you took height?
Yes, take height. Always take height. Take height, take height, take height, take height. I can't stress it enough. Take height. If I didn't take height, I wouldn't have beamed them. They would have been equal footing as us, and that would have been bad. We don't want that. Because I didn't see you climb on height as crypto. Because you said you lag behind, take height. Without hesitation, you should be taking roofs of buildings. And if they shoot you, then you climb down. Because the power position is within height, and they were taking the zip. They're just completely exposed. Even if they ran out in the open, they're exposed. Even if they use an ash ult, they can only go so far. Maybe they end up right here, and they use their utility, and they're just down below, and you're just like, and start shooting down below on them. I don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, they're running up on us. On the low ground, they're so bad. They're trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna EMP them real quick.
All right, cool. I'm queuing up. An altar.
I did drone wrong again.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna flank with the one on the left. The one on the left. Going for it.
Yeah, 30 on him.
Okay. They queued.
All right. If you think you can jump over Catalyst R,
heal up.
Correction, you can't.
Going for 100. I'm gonna queue up and finish him in 2 seconds.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, queuing up. Shoving.
Is that a new team? Or did it not down
Same one batting. All right, get healthy, get healthy. All right, we're healthy. 2v1 now.
That knocked me on drone.
Where is he?
I was shooting to the body.
You run? You queue up and look. A shot and you ran. Oh, there's a top. I'm bad. Oh, she's in the fire. That's your thing,
I'm
right?
pushing. Outside.
Dead. She blocked the door. That's crazy.
Or was it me that blocked the door?
Could have been both. I'll say both. You see,
Both is
because we
good.
had height, we were able to dumpster that other team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When in doubt, have height.
I'm recalling my drone.
I say it all the time in ranked. I'm taking height. I'm taking height. So I'm leaving whoever I was with.
If you actually edit the VOD, make sure you put an EMP counter and have it at 0 because I've yet to EMP at all.
It's okay.
The one time I tried, I approached the drone completely wrong and it died.
Rise to the skies.
Oh, well, I mean, the plus side is that they're shooting that, not me, because we were both in the air.
Yeah, but they might as well be shooting me as well because I'm completely immobilized and not helpful.
It's a distraction.
At least that's how I see it. Because like I'm not able to shoot while I'm in drone.
True.
Maybe if there's a third, it would have been okay. But I feel like especially with only just 2 of us, it's just a 2v1 and then like I don't know, Mirage clone they're shooting.
I
But
mean, to be
Mirage can't
fair,
shoot.
like I said, they were shooting the drone and not me. If I took extra damage, I wouldn't have been able to wide swing on the left as hard as I did. And they should have
Gotcha.
died way sooner. They just kept healing, luckily. Making my way downtown. Going for the 2x4. I like that one way better. Team
Oh,
on
if
the
you
right.
said that, I would have given you it.
No, it's all good. Oh, okay. They're gonna
Kraber.
That sucks. Yeah, they're shoving.
Enemy right here.
I got Skynet.
An enemy shield.
You regret pushing me now, huh? Oh shoot, I regret pushing him now. Why are you running? Bad.
Shields recharging.
They're getting pushed. Oh, shoot.
Got our pal's banner.
Give me my life.
Frag grenade.
I'm gonna push the guy on the right after that. Alright, buddy, I'm gonna queue up on you and I'm gonna ult you. Oh shoot.
Unleashing my singularity.
You're gonna die now, clown!
That's probably something I could practice as well. Shooting off a Horizon Q. I avoid that thing like the plague.
I'm dead. No shot, you died, bro! How did you throw your game?
Only 2 more squads.
That's crazy.
Shields recharging.
I can't believe I won that. I should have died.
Need a wee rejuvenation.
Horizon's
I
so
need.
busted.
I should probably practice Horizon Q fights because I never fight on that thing because I always miss while going up.
Oh yeah, you go up on.
Ring is
That's the
close,
only way to
and we've
counter.
got
Oh my god, I got no
45.
ammo. I'm
Plenty
screaming at the
time
top of my
for
lungs.
Hey, Newt.
Hold on. More bats, because more bats equals better, right? Not always, but alright, we're good.
Rings close.
That's
and
so
we've got
funny.
Half a minute, Newt. Might have a wee cat nap.
The last team they're
And
fighting.
I'm
I'll try to
back.
res you.
Pia.
I melee because I'm dumb. Alright, let's go. That's why Horizon's such a strong legend. If I tell you height is like the ultimate power, then
Newt's just one more squad for your maw to deal
let me
with.
try to res you over
You've
here.
got on-demand height. It's epic.
Yeah,
10 seconds. Rings so close I can smell it, Newt.
please don't chase me.
It's interesting how in this game height is stronger than CC.
Yeah,
Because I like with the MOBA background, like CC is like king, and then you can still get beamed by a stunned player if they have height.
Only one question
Yeah.
remains.
So it's
Can
interesting.
I get away with brewing a cuppa?
it's hitbox control. Ew, gross. Well, at least you can res. When I res you, you can take that RE45 if they let us.
It's epic.
As soon as I res you, I'm gonna queue up, or I'm gonna try to get to height as fast as possible. So if you watch the VOD, you'll notice I dwindle one person down at a time and isolate him. And then whenever I got the Pathfinder, I was like, you're by yourself, and just started rushing him, you know?
Yeah.
So as a crypto, like, it's your job to get people to isolate themselves. For the love of God. No! Oh my god, charge rifle Charlie. Stop!
Recharging my shields.
You might be able to go all the way for the care package. height. But
Valkyrie gamers and duos.
going for about 50. You should be able to get that. Go for it. They're backing up. I don't know why. Dude, are you gonna charge rifle Charlie me? Bro, stop. Chill. Oh, I beamed you better because I got R3-1. Alright, I'm losing it. How does a charge rifle take less damage? Or do less damage to me than when I'm using R301? Bro, I just cracked you! How, man? You're using a charge rifle. That's
I'd
crazy.
say front loaded damage, but you don't even have that on an R3.
I'm just shredding them.
No way, I've got the Kraber.
Nice.
Shields recharging.
I was going to say how much you want to bet this has a Kraber in it, and I forgot to say it, and now I feel stupid. Because that would have looked great.
That means if they're running charge rifles, they don't have much close range. For 38, I got a lot of resources, man. I can do this all day. I'm like the Captain America of R301 right now. They gotta come to us, right? Yeah, it's outside of zone.
There's one chilling right under this slip. Right here. Oh, it's a Mirage phone. Is that a Mirage? Or am I just being goofy?
They have a Valkyrie, and I don't know what their other guy is. Might be in there.
Could have been a plant that I was looking at.
Alright, they gotta move towards us. This is our chance.
There's one drops. It's a fuse, I think. I can't tell Legends at this range.
That sucks. I hate my life.
Hold on. Shield charging.
So they have ultimate height now. This sucks. I don't like the way I'm peeking over here.
Yeah, EMP's 85.
Okay, I'll probably play off of that.
Yeah, we could just EMP and then Q on them. If they don't push us in like 30 seconds. Which I don't see why they would.
That way calls to
Seeing
me.
what they're in up there. I just saw one of them peek. Why do you need Loba ult? What are you doing? Let's move in a little bit.
Yeah, I got my EMP.
I'm gonna queue us up right here at least.
For a wee watching.
Alright. Oh, you didn't let me EMP.
You're good, I'm dropping. Did you hit him?
No, I EMP too early.
You're good. Batting.
I was worried about not making the queue.
You're good. I'm running over to you. They're just chilling up top. We might be able to queue and I can ult. Do you have nades?
I got 2 thermite and a frag.
Okay.
There's another frag here. Wait, I have the space for that. Yeah, I got 3 frags.
Alright, just make your way up to me when you can. We're gonna push. Watching your angle for a second. Going for 180. Knocked her. Queuing. You come here! You really screwed up this time watching my teammate and not me. 120, 200, pushing. I'm sorry, I used you as bait. When you climbed up, they were both focused too. That Loba just stood there and just took the full beam to the face.
Yeah. Alright, so there needs to be 2 counters. EMPs hit and Kraber shots hit. And just leave them at 0.
True.
Like, you could MS Paint draw them on. Like, actually that'd be better.
Watch back the VOD and look how I isolate them. And I know like I'm entry fragger, but it should like, Jesus, 3,000 damage. Good God. That's pretty solid. But it'll start to click for you. Like having a good entry fragger means that you should be able to play just as aggressively and keep moving forward. Think of yourself as not to be further away, but use as like, if you got a good horizon, you shove just as fast as I am. If I queue, you're not in drone. You're flying as fast as like with me as possible. You know what I mean? Like, so don't hesitate to cover a lot of ground. You know, that's the goal. Cover ground, and move forward. Just like we did earlier. Like when I saw you hesitate, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to. But once you break through the habit of like, oh, I gotta hang back. No, you move forward and you occupy space, you take height, you cover more ground, and then because of that, you'll be able to play more aggressively with your drone. It'll actually create more opportunities to where you can throw it out, and because you're there faster, and it helps the team. Crypto is so difficult because every second you wait, you fall behind, you know, and that's what makes crypto so difficult. It's like you have to anticipate knowing that I'm gonna be a psychopath Horizon to keep up with, and that's kind of why I played Horizon, so you kind of get like, what's the fastest momentum that we should be going at? You know what I mean? I mean, we were gonna win that because they had 2 charge rifles. I think they dropped on the ult to swap other guns, but their attachments were gonna be trash. You know?
Yeah, I saw one on the ground.
All right, well, that kind of wraps up today's coaching session. Any questions?
I honestly not right now, but I'll probably find something within the week that I'll be like, oh snap, I didn't say it.
You're good.
I'll DM you.
Yeah, just shoot me a DM, hit me up, and we'll chat soon. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, we'll speak soon.
Yep, see ya.
Bye. All right, everybody. That wraps up today's coaching session.
We're going to Olympus.
Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Hopefully it was educational and helpful. Don't forget to leave a like if this was helpful at all. Again, you know, these concepts, the thing is you step away with it and then you practice it and then you understand it, but you have to see it. And I hope that by seeing it firsthand, it helps a lot of you out. So thank you guys so much. Again, the more you watch this, the more you help, the better. Well, in his defense, you had him discuss prior to EMP and then you would queue. True. I mean, at that point, then you would throw the queue as far up as possible, you know, but that's the thing. Like, when you're in the moment, you kind of need to just be sure to adapt. You know what I mean? We got to get height. We got to move up. We, you know, if we're going to EMP, like, we still have to, like, just move up as fast as possible. And that gets cleaned up with comms. So I'll take ownership and like, yeah, that's why I said it, my bad, you know, in that moment. But nonetheless, if like, you know, you're pushing, then you're just pushing. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if this turns into it, because it's going to turn into a VOD. And hopefully, yeah, I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye, everybody.